Did you come from the Caribbean?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Yeah.
No, bro, he's celebrating. He's showing up like Shannon Sharp today.
Drinking black water.
He doesn't. He doesn't
I only drink my water black.
He needs the glasses and the.
I'm for the
black and
cause, baby. Clearwater's racist. Y'all niggas are weak.
That explains why my water is brown.
white. Everyone gets the water of what race they are.
I don't like milk.
So TJ, so Gertz is the healthiest one here because he drinks seltzers and water.
Both of those, yeah. That counts.
Except on Christmas, eggnog.
Oh yeah, you had Christmas in Pittsburgh.
Richmond.
Oh yeah,
He's just a Pittsburgh fan. He's not from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
My mom is from Pittsburgh.
That makes
so
sense.
we were raised with Pittsburgh sensibilities. But
What is Virginian Christmas like?
oh man,
Was it snow?
no, it was very cold. It was much colder than it is usually.
Was it temperamental like here where it's
No,
cold,
nothing's
warm,
like this.
upside down?
It got down to single digits at night consistently, which was not fun. And I had to sleep in my sister's old bedroom because she took over my old bedroom because they put the crib in there for one of the babies, since my old bedroom is a little bigger than hers. So her bedroom has more windows, so it gets way colder at night.
So you okay with it?
No, not at all. I mean,
Okay.
I didn't fuss because
Took you as a cold guy.
I mean, I used to kind of like it, but now living in Texas for 7 years,
It's not.
it's made me a wuss.
No, you're not a wuss. If anything, you're the real man. You're down here in the heat.
I remember
You can die from this. To freeze, you go to sleep,
when
and
you
that's
came
it.
in.
That's what hypothermia is. Come on.
You know, before that, you get chilblain and your fingers fall off, right?
Maybe. If you don't fall asleep before. Just fall asleep. Just go with it. And then all your shit will fall off.
This is
But they
coming-
can thaw you out, though. That's happened.
This is
In the heat, they can't thaw you the fuck out. You just die of heat stroke, and that's it.
Yeah, you can't like get water. You can't
No.
be
And it's
rehydrated
gross
to life.
because y'all sweaty, and it's just disgusting.
You can get an IV put on you.
That
But
ain't the same.
yeah.
remember.
They have places you can do that now. Just
Oh,
Yeah. I forgot what it's called.
before the Yin Yang concert, when they played at the place where I booked shows, they were giving away HIV bags. I mean, not HIV bags.
I hope the fuck.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Just not
no.
hearing about this.
yeah.
They're-
They're all the rage.
Instead of high C, high
Don't
V,
make
baby.
that a trend.
Yeah.
You don't need
Fuck, I
that.
spoke out of time.
Do not use
Hydration
that as a
bags.
challenge.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, hydration bags work. I mean, like I said, they have places here you can go. People are just. I guess this is a very alcoholic city. I don't know why I said I guess it is.
It is.
Well, it's not just that. It's just people by nature normally they don't drink the 8 cups of water they're supposed to drink in a day.
Because it's crazy. It's a lot of water.
No, because y'all have been drinking the wrong water. Not black water. Not sponsored.
You and African American water. That's good.
Has the minerals and my
know.
ancestors' souls.
Gotta find
Isn't that a
uranium.
bad thing?
No, not when it's going back in him. If it went in the Gertz, it'd be a bad thing. He'd be haunted. It'd be like an 80s sitcom.
Oh no.
What theme song would you have?
Ebony and Ivory.
That'd be good. That would work.
Oh shit, he heard it.
I got Ray Parker Jr. does your thing.
Oh god.
Yeah, that would be great. A Ray Parker Jr. thing for your show about Gertz drinking a black ghost and being haunted by a lovable slave.
I mean, Gertz.
It's basically reservation dogs in a way.
I like how you said a
Can we film
lovable
that?
slave.
Yeah. I'm not playing the slave, you're not either. We'll find someone, I suppose.
You're gonna have Sam play the slave.
Yeah, he's multiracial, man. That'd be great.
Jesus Christ. Acting like Sam
You
is Cliff.
chose to come on this show.
Acting like Sam is Cliff Curtis.
He ain't quite there.
No.
If you can't afford Cliff Curtis, you're on a hell of a budget. That's your guy.
Cliff Curtis added blue people to his resume with the new Avatar.
Is he in that?
Yes,
With
he
Sigourney
is.
Weaver? I refuse to watch that fucking movie.
It's not bad. It's all right.
It's a story like every other story you've ever seen in
Yes.
life? Yeah, well, I'm not doing
Yeah,
it.
but
I'm
it's
a story
very,
guy, Gertz.
No, you're not. It's very pretty. You're not, Tom.
I like the Eternals because they talk.
I was gonna say you like
I
the
am about
Eternals.
story.
You saying you can't say I'm about the story and then said I like Eternals.
It was too much story.
What was the movie about, Tommy? What was
It was a
Eternals?
lot of story. I know that much. I can't keep up, but it was a lot of story, and it was overwhelming with story.
Avatar's fine. It's pretty good.
Was it better than the first one?
I'd say it's on par.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think the story's like but it's really pretty.
I mean, if it's
That's what I heard. Like everybody was like, I don't know how he did it again, but
It's-
he did.
It's already
gorgeous
made
to
$1
watch.
billion. Who's watching this shit? Stop going to these movies.
well, who's watching it right there?
Yeah, I'm all
There's a
about
guy
it.
who doesn't watch movies is watching a movie.
He's probably watched more movies than the three of us combined.
Well, not me.
Nah, he's watched more than I have.
Yeah, but you watched them from home. Does that count in this?
Yeah. What
No.
do you mean?
I mean that
Like,
in this. Okay, out of the let me get a second shot at that statement. Out of the four of us, he's paid the most to the theaters.
oh, yeah, he goes to theaters. I mean, you
Yeah.
can watch them wherever you still watch
Now,
them,
technically,
Yeah, you know.
I don't go to the movies as much as I used to.
I mean, neither do I.
yeah.
It's
Probably
just
anybody
There's too many
does.
Marvel movies now.
All of it really.
see,
Yeah.
instead of watching Avatar, go watch Puss in Boots.
I do want to
I
see
heard
Puss in
that's
Boots.
good.
I want to see Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
It looks good. I heard it's great.
I heard
Yeah.
it's good.
on that note of loving movies. I've now seen Sonic 2 like 2 times.
Yeah.
like, in the last week already.
it's great.
It is really great.
Yes, Sonic 2 is awesome.
I like it better than the first one.
Yeah,
It is way better than the first because Idris Elba is in it and he's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Robotnik looks like Robotnik. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Knuckles.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just can't. Oh,
Yeah.
Tails too, whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that when the movie's ending, the black character is like, "Oh yeah, Knuckles is my favorite." I'm like, "I'm sure it is."
Knuckles is every black person's favorite. Yeah, we love Knuckles. He was no nonsense.
We adorned him
Knuckles-
early on. We said,
I like
those
Shadow,
are
too.
dreads.
Oh,
How an
absolutely.
echidna has dreads. But there's a dread. I didn't even know what the fuck an echidna
We
was.
just-
I was like, that nigga has dreads.
Isn't it weird? We have like this. We got like the Shining of like cartoon characters.
Oh,
like,
right.
oh, that cartoon character's black. Like automatically, we just
Yeah.
know Goofy, Knuckles,
Skeeter from Doug,
Peter from Doug,
Piccolo, like yeah. It's just like, oh yeah,
We just know.
I don't know how to describe it. With Knuckles, I was like, man, he's on some demon time. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's mine.
yeah.
More fists, no questions.
He lives a different life than Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the other side of the track.
he doesn't have that blue privilege.
There's zero optimism in Knuckles. He's had a hard life.
Sonic has the freedom. He can go wherever he wants to go. Knuckles got one spot. And he always mad because he got to leave that spot.
Yeah, this motherfucker made like gloves with spikes. This is a children's game. What are you doing? He's
Just noticed that. Just figured it out based on that because it is true. Like he's basically stoop kid. He just stays on his stoop
Yeah.
the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
angry as fuck.
He's like, I'm trying to make.
See, yeah.
Nah, he's trying to make the hood something. He's like, I want to make this place something.
He does rep his hood.
Really hard.
Really
it's actually
hard,
all he
too hard
does.
a little bit, but hey, he's intense. He's intense.
Nah, first of all, to answer your question for earlier, honestly, I just went shopping and I'm using all my clothes this week. That's about it.
Yeah.
Because I had to do
How nice are
laundry.
you dressing for New Year's then?
Well, I have like 14 different outfits I just
the
got.
fuck?
14 outfits.
That's more outfits than I have in
How many?
total.
So you're gonna have 14 outfit changes?
Today? No. Like just
Oh,
no, not for New Year's. I just have a bunch of clothes. So I had stuff to pick from.
Yeah.
And I need more color splashes in my wardrobe.
that's a lot. That's salmon.
Salmon, baby. I have
It's not summer.
Yeah, it's not summer, but it's warm as fuck outside.
75 degrees today.
Goddamn warm.
I walked outside. I said, "I'm gonna wear these pants." That's basically
good
how I
choice.
decided.
It's a solid choice. I wore 3 layers.
Yeah.
And went to the grocery store, and by the time I came home, I was in my undershirt sweat.
You wore like 7 layers when it was 45
And
last
a
week.
beanie.
That's right.
I think it was 55 actually. It wasn't even 45
I was comfortable.
because
Oh my
it was
God.
colder on Thursday when it was just me, TJ,
it
and
was
JJ.
cold as shit Thursday.
I was mad.
Yeah.
I went outside.
Cold.
I was like, "This shit is." Like it's that. No, I know what people think. I hate this stupid assumption. Texas is a miserable place in the terms of it does get to 110 whenever it wants to, and it can also feel like 6 degrees. Apparently, with wind chill, it can do whatever the fuck it wants to.
We
Yeah.
get that. So yeah.
Yeah.
We get wind chill, we get snow now, I guess. Polar vortexes, is that what the fuck it's called?
I like how the polar vortex just comes to fuck up pipes and leaves.
That's it.
It doesn't even
Fuck
stick
up your
around.
lifestyle for maybe knock out the electricity.
It literally is like, I'm gonna fuck up your shit.
All right, I'm
Bounce.
out. Yeah.
Did you get snow during the cold snap?
No.
Okay.
No,
I wish.
I would have left the state.
Yeah.
Not fucking
Yeah,
with
using
that
this-
shit anymore.
Where could you have gone? That's more south.
Louisiana. Oh, not more south. Mexico, I guess, would have been it. Probably snows there too, right?
Yes, it does.
What the fuck is going on? What can I escape to? California doesn't. So I just need to move to California.
I don't
the
know
weather
if
stays
once again,
consistent.
if TJ cannot afford to live in California, you cannot afford to live in California.
I cannot afford to live in
I know
California.
you can. I'll be struggling, but at least the weather will stay the same.
You know where you can go?
Well,
Florida.
Oh yeah,
It's just like Texas.
Florida stays warm.
Oh no, I mean politically.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's
No, it's actually worse.
It is. You gotta watch
Somehow it's worse.
Yeah,
For whatever
sure.
reason, Florida man is the leading cause of death in Florida.
It's
So you gotta
Florida
worry
and
about that.
was it DeSantos?
Yeah.
them two combined
Yeah, no
together.
shit.
It is a state full of alligators and pythons, and we're more scared of the people there.
Very true. In people's backyards.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so yeah. No, if I saw in my backyard alligator or a python or a man, I'm more afraid of the man.
Yes. yeah.
Absolutely, hands down.
Yeah.
It's weird because when people are like, okay, where else would you go to, right? It was just hypothetically, whenever you're like thinking about moving or leaving a state,
Yeah.
I have to think hard because I'm like, man, there's places that are a little too far north where I have to deal with snow, and I don't want that. I watched this video about some guy in South Dakota,
Yeah.
him having to clear out his driveway just to get his kids to school every morning. I said, fuck that. I don't love the education system or my kids that much. I don't have kids, but I would be like, fuck that.
You wouldn't.
Y'all just
Yeah.
know, just homeschool. And then, like the other South states, like they don't have an Austin, so you just kind of stuck.
Right.
Like there's Louisiana, like New Orleans is
New Orleans is about it.
New Orleans is cool,
It's
about
muggy
it?
as hell.
but it's muggy.
Oh, the weather's
I can't
terrible.
do it.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
no, it pulls sweat out of you.
Yeah.
And there's Florida, but Florida, you could not to say because I've been to Florida I've been to Florida like maybe 3-4 times.
Yeah.
It's cool every time I go, except Orlando, not that much.
No,
But
Orlando's miserable.
everywhere else, dope. Been to Destin, been
You
to.
haven't been to Miami.
I've not been to Miami.
He has.
But I've been to Tampa. I've been to other places. I'm going to Miami in February.
Okay.
But you're still in Florida. And the moment that you remember that, like it doesn't take you long to remember that. So you'll be like, oh shit, I'm in Florida. Nowhere's safe.
Right.
No.
I was driving.
Always on edge. You gotta be, right?
No, dog, I was driving on the highway. I was like, how did I get, like, we were only on the road for 30 minutes. There was 3 accidents with cars flipped over.
Oh, yeah.
I said, how?
Old people.
They're worse drivers
I'm not kidding. You're like,
in this state than Texas?
yes. Yeah.
Jesus.
Florida drivers are terrible because they're all.
Oh, I know
old.
that when they're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I get why people retire to Florida because, I mean, you're at a point in your life where
Need
I'm
some excitement.
Well, I'm not going to see any meaningful political change happen when I'm like 70 years old. So I can just like, politics don't matter. The weather's nice year round. It's tax free. I'll go there to die. Like,
It really is the mindset.
yeah.
To be fair, because after you hit a certain age, and, this is my
Boca Raton.
well, I say, like, even with, like, racism, it's like, the racism to old scale kind of has a balance because they're like, he's an old black man. No one cares about him.
They're nut jobs. They are nut jobs, dude. They
Yeah.
fucking yell at you. The homeless
Really?
people are trying to help you park and stuff. Like, Florida was a weird experience when I was there.
Wild. Dude.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
By the way, on the
That's-
note of not being ready for it, everybody was talking about the iguanas falling from trees and stuff because it did get a little chilly there. They're cold blooded and they're used to living around the fucking equator and shit. So
Yeah.
there was
to
like,
keep them if one falls on you.
I mean, you can, but I don't know what the fuck you're gonna do with it.
They're an
Put 'em in a
invasive
terrarium,
species.
right?
They're an invasive species. Kill it.
An iguana?
Yes.
Yes, they're not
Used to
from
have them
Florida.
as pets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
If
why
you
they're
think-
an invasive species.
If you think of it as a invasive species, it's in Florida.
Yeah.
So whatever you're thinking of, it is an invasive species.
yeah.
But
That's
on
an easier way of approaching Florida.
Oh no.
But on that note, Tommy, of like weird shit, like I was strolling around and somebody was like, "Oh, I found this big old bastard asleep."
Yeah.
That thing can fall from a tree?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll keep that.
And do what with it?
And look how big it is.
Dude, that thing
Throw parties and just have it walk around?
that thing would fuck you up. Oh, dude,
Nah,
iguanas are mean as
Are
shit.
they?
Yes.
And their tails cause a lot of damage.
Do you not
Oh,
see its
no.
back?
Yeah.
Those are spikes.
Why do people have them as pets?
because they start small, and then when the thing
They
gets
seem lazy as hell. They're like the stoner mascot.
when the thing gets to like 4 feet long and can tear your fingers off at the knuckles, it's like
Oh, like that. That's a
yeah,
dragon.
Yeah, it's like
Not even an
I want that thing in my
iguana. That's a
house.
fucking
Motherfucker
dragon.
breathes fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why pythons are a problem in Florida too.
Like surgically sew some wings on that fucking thing. Jesus.
I mean, I didn't think it was like that bad a problem because I thought it
Do
was.
they? Is that normal?
No, that is not normal. That
Okay.
is extra.
Yeah,
but
that's-
still,
yeah,
That's a huge one.
I hope. Look, I'm all for animal rights. You'd put that thing down.
Yeah, that's what they would tell you to do.
If it was that big, yeah.
the police pay you to shoot them and shit.
What?
Yes.
Yes.
They have hunts for iguanas and pythons
Around just the city?
around the
Yes.
Everglades, and
What the fuck is this place?
I mean, you were talking about New Orleans. You can hunt nutria there.
Well, I
'cause
know that. That's understandable.
it's the same thing.
what is it?
A nutria?
What is that?
It's a giant
Gators
rat.
too.
Oh, really?
No, you can't hunt gators. You need a
Swamp people
license
was
for
a
that.
whole show.
I was about to say that you need a license for that. It's like fishing and
Yeah,
shit.
and
that's
deer
fine.
hunting because alligators are indigenous. They're not an invasive species
Why are you killing them then?
because they're delicious, and there's a lot of them.
Those boots though.
I'm looking at a list of invasive species.
Like what?
Oh, it's a
we
very
gonna
long list.
do?
This is all the
Why are
invasive
they-
species
why
in
are they
Florida.
invasive?
Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, these are
Why
all.
are they invasive though? What do they do that's so bad?
They're not from the United States.
What the fuck is that? Are those rats?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the nutria that we were talking about.
In Louisiana.
Hold on, I need my. Oh, I'm wearing them.
No, time out. Time out. Hold up. I need my.
That was amazing.
Wait, it actually is clear.
Can you zoom in on that a little bit?
6.
Yeah, those need to die.
Welcome to my channel, Outside the Levees.
Sorry, I don't want to fucking watch a video and get copyright struck.
Yep, they are giant rats.
Giant ass rats. I haven't heard of those.
They're rats of unusual size.
They look like muskrats, but bigger.
No, those are legit rats. Yeah,
No.
kill them all.
No.
No,
Those can go.
I learned about this when Dave Attell had his show where he just stays up all night. He went to New Orleans and was shooting rats with the police.
Nice.
It's fun. That's a good time.
Yeah, I've definitely seen things.
Tommy had to buffer.
I definitely remember seeing stuff on Animal Planet where they were hunting pythons in the Everglades because they're eating alligators.
They gotta live, man.
It's a Burmese python. It is not from North America.
Now, think about it.
Hey, look, we can go to a new place and live, right? Like you can move to England if you want,
Right.
or South America.
I mean, you can't.
These
There's
animals
rules
just
about
want,
it. But
They want a second chance.
No, let me put it this way. So there's
That's all.
there's a difference, right? Because what happens with the whole case of invasive species is some nigga fucked up every
Yes,
single
somebody
time,
brought a pet home, that
and
they
then
shouldn't have.
just said fuck it. But Florida is a hodgepodge because
Yes.
it's warm,
Yes.
it's
good climate.
moist.
Yeah.
So
And they're
anything
like,
that can live
fuck
in
it,
the
and
Amazon
plenty
could
of
probably
food.
live
Do you
there.
not like that giant list that had over like maybe
Most of Florida.
50 insects, which means they got to pick and choose
Yeah.
because insects are usually something that
want
a lot of animals can consume.
Right.
So you thriving.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Healthiest
wow,
place.
I never heard of that.
I didn't either, Goliath. Where people were breeding them and releasing them in the wild to get more money because they were putting bounties on them. Oh, that backfired. Ooh.
That is a hustle.
Yeah, man.
Rakeem's
Holy
asking
shit.
how much.
Yeah. No
Is that
wonder
still
they're getting
going
so
on?
big.
Yeah, right.
I don't
That's
know.
a whole ass business, right?
Yeah, because I'm sure they give you more based off the size. Like,
So hell, that could be a job.
yeah.
Breeding the biggest pythons and catching them.
Yeah.
You can name them and stuff and send them out in the wild.
And then
actually, you don't
kill
have to
You name them and then you're gonna kill them.
I'm not killing them. I thought I was just giving them to people.
No,
No,
you have
they
to
kill
kill
them.
them.
Oh, I don't
It's a
wanna
bounty.
kill them. Oh, they are pythons.
yeah, 23 foot long snake.
I was like, y'all,
I watch Anaconda beforehand and then go for it,
yeah, don't forget
So I
these
have to-
motherfuckers will take you out.
Yeah.
like they did John Voight.
Yeah. And scream like a dinosaur from the Flintstones.
Oh yeah,
They don't really do that.
and somehow move like a robot,
Yeah, that's right.
like a Disney ride or something.
Anaconda is my favorite guilty pleasure.
Oh, it's a great guilty
Yeah,
pleasure
it's
movie.
one of my favorites.
Well, I tell people the same thing. Well, while I do, I'm like, oh, invasive species. I'm like, man, I'm talking about Florida. Go to Africa for 5 minutes. Get your ass beat. By non-invasive species, by just normal species.
Yeah.
Dude, that
It's rough.
what was it? Oh, it's Primeval. It was the movie about Gustav, the 35-foot croc or whatever that was supposedly in the Nile, or was in the Nile. Horror movie. That is one of my favorite guilty pleasure movies.
Sounds like something I'd like
What
too.
was it?
It was Primeval.
I remember Primeval, yeah.
I forgot the name of the black dude in it, but he was like, "Thank God for slavery. Anything to get out of Africa." That was one
Yeah, I
of my
remember
favorites.
that.
It's Africa's real cool. You got to go check
What
it
are those
out.
all-inclusive resorts in Africa? Give me some of those.
Huh?
There's got to be some there. I'm sure.
Probably, maybe. I mean, you can
like
stay in
that's a
some
trip I
nice
wanna
places.
go.
You don't really need to do an all inclusive because it's really cheap
You made
just to stay there.
all-inclusive just sound excellent.
Yeah, it is awesome. It's fantastic. It's a great experience. No flaw, no
Just go
cons.
stay at TJ's compound.
Oh, you do have a compound.
Family.
Family compound.
Oh my god,
Like
my
the Godfather.
family has land. My mom
With a
has land.
compound on it.
Yeah,
Multiple houses that belong to your family.
it's not the point. Point of
What's the definition of a compound?
not the.
Why aren't we there right now?
Is there a guy?
The Mexcellence goes to Africa.
Well, get that animation up. Key.
Key's not here. It's the
I
football
feel
show.
like it's a gate that's like guarding your compound with two motherfuckers with AKs and Rottweilers.
You don't need that.
Rhodesian
well,
Ridgebacks.
in,
Oh, what is that?
It's a dog that's used to hunt lions.
What?
What? That sounds awesome.
You look one of those up?
Yeah. I've never
Can
heard
we
of
bring
this.
them here?
Yes, you can own
Legally?
them here. Yes, they're not big.
What? They hunt lions.
They're the same way
hunters.
that you hunt boar here, and you can use like a 40, 50-pound dog. It's just about getting it cornered.
Flushing them out.
Yeah.
Oh, so they can't attack.
a lot
and
of
kill.
a lot of tribes in Zim will have dog. Like I mean, dogs are kind of
Dogs are
part
just
of
universal. Yeah.
Fucking everybody likes them except here. You don't
He
really.
doesn't like them.
I don't like dogs.
You gonna like them African ones.
Well, if I met a dog that hunted a lion, I'd be like, that's badass.
It's actually really cute.
And I don't want to fuck with it because it hunts lions. That is a cute
Oh,
dog.
one of those. I've seen those before.
Well, they have what you might be thinking of is hound dogs. These have like a literal ridge on their back. That's why.
Oh, so that specific ridge.
Yeah.
They all
Yeah.
have. Okay.
Yeah, you'd see them in Zim.
How expensive are those dogs?
They're really hard to train. I know that part. I don't know how much they cost.
shit.
I don't know how much a beagle costs at the end of the day.
They got those lion
Beagles are a
hunting
little
genes
pricey.
in them. They're expensive to breed. Breeding lion killers.
That's how you sell it.
yeah.
Marketing guy.
But you're in America, just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are mountain lions here. Not for long.
Let me tell you something. Do you have a survival kit? Yes. Do you have one of these dogs for it?
This is why you don't want them in America. This is what happens when you get a Rhodesian Ridgeback in America. They're just
Oh
like,
dear God! Brutal. Yeah, we don't
Make it
need that.
bitch made. That
No
thing.
shit.
That thing couldn't even fight a tabby. Get out of my face.
It couldn't.
Eh.
My cat's a tabby and he's vicious.
You know, cats are the most destructive invasive species on the planet.
Feral cats.
I believe that.
Feral cats, yeah.
They
The
kill for
Astrodome
fun.
is full of them.
Yeah, they just kill for fun.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
My cat definitely was at one. They should not have brought him in. He's been through a lot.
They should have put him down.
A lot of street fights.
See, I'm a Zenverse, man. My
Yeah, what are the cats like over there?
no, cat.
Which
They're giants.
Which one?
lions?
Yeah,
What
plenty
cats?
of
No,
them.
kidding. No,
Lions,
there's regular cats
hyenas,
Jag- wait, you have jags there?
leopards, yeah.
Yeah, leopards. Yeah.
Jags are South America.
Yeah.
And hyenas are like hyenas are weird. They're like they're not.
What are they?
They're not canines and they're not cats. They're almost kind of like
Fusion.
they're their own thing. I think they're actually more closely related to weasels.
and they're also horrifically scary.
Yeah,
Yes, they're
hyenas are
terrifying.
terrifying.
Actually scary. Like they're not fun to look at or even
They're
hear.
hideous creatures.
But like, I mean, it's not like you're in the thick of it whenever you land in animals as with anywhere.
Yeah.
Try and stray away from places of a lot of noise, and you have to really go into the wilderness to find things. But also, if you want to really hug up and be all up in the grill of something you're not supposed to, you can pay someone to do it.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Just want to be around people. Just want to see a lot of black people. Keep the animals.
Have you flown on a plane yet?
Nope.
Oh my goodness.
How would I have done that within these like 3 weeks?
Because it's Christmas.
Oh no, all my family's here.
We need to get you on a plane somewhere.
all my he's like, all my exes
literally are-
do live in
They
Texas.
say, literally, they really do.
Literally, it's going to be our goal for 2023. Is like
get me on a-
we're going to fly somewhere.
Giant tube in the sky.
We're just gonna put him on a plane. Like literally, you get to your destination, and you gonna be like, "Oh damn, I'm flying back."
Yeah, we could fly to Dallas. It'd be like a half-hour flight.
It's not worth it for the
Anywhere but
price.
Dallas.
For some reason, it's like cheaper to fly to like L.A. or someplace
Yeah, it
where we have,
is.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Like Atlanta was cheap. Vegas.
Oh, there we
is
go. We'll
always
fly to
cheap.
Atlanta. Plenty of black people in Atlanta.
There's a lot of black people there.
It's
I'm
your
not
Yeah,
flying
man.
purposely to Atlanta again.
I say we go to Vegas.
That's been TJ's dream trip for a while now.
You haven't
It's
done it?
cheap.
Oh, you have done it. You've done it.
Oh no, I do it every year. It's like
It's
multiple
very-
times.
It's cheap to get you there to spend more money. It's
I want
the
to
ultimate money
go
pit.
to the Heart Attack Grill in Vegas.
That's all you want to do, huh?
And
Part of-
gamble, but
Part of my soul will never allow me to enter that.
Get like a slice of pie or something. It'll be like
No, nigga, like that restaurant trying to kill
all
you.
butter. It's all butter.
yeah, they make like the milkshakes.
Yeah, but you're
out of
speaking to
butter
a man
fat,
that ate
like
chicken
milk
fried
fat.
steak for a
That's
week.
great.
Oh, you're not wrong.
A short stack of chicken fried steaks for a week. Yeah, I could do it. It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
I didn't
bad.
know the calorie count till you fucking said it. I was doing just fine.
You're welcome.
No, I didn't need to
If
know.
it's a
What you-
stack of 3 chicken fried steaks and they're just normal size chicken fried
with
steaks,
gravy.
That adds
if
a
they're
lot.
normal size, that's probably about 6,000 calories.
But here's the thing: what you don't know can't hurt you.
That's
not
not
true.
true.
At all. It's the inverse.
Yeah, what you don't know can absolutely kill you.
That it can do.
Yeah.
What you don't know can kill you. It can't hurt you. Because if I don't know, I have it.
Hey, dude,
You know, a heart attack
what?
is really painful.
Comes like that. and I'm done.
It does not come like that.
I tell
Oh,
people all the
dear God.
time. I tell people all the time. You know what? You're right, because I say, how come it's only after you find out about your cancer that it just that's when it starts to get real bad.
Yeah, it's all. That's why I don't want to know I have it.
Scientifically true. It's like
exactly
the
right.
moment you learn about it, you fucked.
You're done.
Is it like cancer's like, oh shit, he knows I'm here. I have to pick up the pace.
That's literally what,
You're
that's what it
not
feels
what
like
happens.
happens.
You didn't know the serial killer was in the house. Now you do, and you're freaking out. and You're trying to hide, but he's gonna get you. Like,
Well,
I have
really-
an uncle who had cancer for years, didn't know it, was fine, and then he found out. Lasted 2 months.
He wasn't fine. He had cancer for
Lasted
years.
2 months. His man had like 4 more years in him.
The leading cause of death, enlightenment.
kind of,
Knowledge.
actually.
Ignorance is bliss. Did you heard that?
Yes, he's right.
No, but no. What I really think it
God.
is, what I really think happens, which is most likely the case, is
Yeah.
once you figure out it's the stress, everything that comes with
Stress,
it,
yeah.
that puts a whole.
Stress is
Because
the number one killer.
stress will always knock you out. It's what keeps you on edge, and you're not tackling it.
Also, if it's at the point where people can easily diagnose it, it's probably been there for a long time and gotten very bad.
But he would have been fine had he not known. I'm just saying. He was spry. He was good. Found that out, bedridden.
I will say when it comes to cancer, I don't know what late stage cancer does to you, but I do know it's the chemo that normally
The chemo
does a lot to you.
The treatment
chemo
itself.
Yeah, the chemo's rough.
But that being said, now that we were weird for like 20 minutes, we're gonna jump into the football show,
yeah.
guys.
It's the pre-show. We're always
From cancer to football, the cancer of society.
we like that one though.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, folks.
I feel like you would love it. I feel like that's in your future. What?
Good evening. Welcome to the Commitment to Mexcellence. I will be your host here today. My name is Marco. I'm not here alone. To my right, looking really fresh, having the best weekend of his life, we have...
TJ, and actually, I'm having a pretty great week so far. Look, you don't get a break from your significant other very often. She's with her family, and man, what's up?
You're back here.
Yeah, I'm back here, so I get to have the whole bed to myself. I get to sleep. It's just nice. I was like, it's like I miss her. Of course I do.
No, look.
But man, it's
Can I
been
give
3.
you a
I haven't had a break.
relationship
Have some time to meet.
Can I give you a relationship tip?
Go ahead.
You guys should do this purposely every so often.
Well, normally I'm
a good thing.
Well, normally I'm the one who's doing the extra traveling.
Oh, so you're by yourself anyway.
So I get to be like at home by myself,
Right.
which is a different nice.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
you.
Because I'm sleeping in my own bed.
Yeah.
In my own funk.
And here giving TJ relationship advice, the love guru himself, we have...
Me? Oh, I'm not.
I mean, you just gave him pretty good advice, maybe.
I mean, that's relationships. You live and you learn. I'm Tommy. This guy right here is DJ Gertz, right?
DJ Gertz. Just Gertz.
Just because we have a TJ and a JJ, that doesn't mean you have to add J to everyone's name.
I like it, though. It's continuity.
Gertz. Nah.
Well, our first topic here today, something we've been calling for all season, happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been calling for a double, but fine. I'll take one out of two.
I mean, we all call this like week 2 or 3.
I think 3, honestly.
Week 3,
yeah, because we thought this was going to be a juggernaut. I believe Colin Cowherd was like, this team is going to the Super Bowl for sure.
A lot of us predicted them at the beginning of the season.
I can tell you.
I did. I thought
you have it down.
I thought they were going to go to the AFC. I thought they were going to win the AFC regular season. I thought they were going to be the best team in the AFC.
I think I thought they were going to be pretty good. I still think the Chiefs. That division we thought was going to be Murderers Row at the beginning.
Yeah. And then, I mean, the Chargers have picked things back up, but even
Make the
so,
playoffs.
yeah, they've clinched a playoff spot with 2 weeks to go.
Yeah, stuck with Stanley
1, 2,
for another
3,
5
4,
years.
5.
Not if Sean Payton's available.
We, as a whole, believe the Colts were going to be the 7th best team in the NFL.
Ooh.
we had the Raiders and the.
No, we had the Raiders a little bit far behind.
I mean we had the Raiders, the Broncos, the Browns, all in A tier.
Really?
Yikes.
Oh, that's
This will be
terrible.
really funny, and like at a certain point, we're gonna look back at every power ranking we made and see where.
I
it
think
fell.
I argued against the Raiders being an A tier. I don't remember.
Somebody
that.
did.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, at that point,
Sammy.
Sam was still here, and he was in our ear saying Devontae Adams and Carr are gonna have magical
Yeah, 'cause they went to
connections.
college.
Yeah.
together.
And now he's
Yeah.
throwing Carr under the bus like everyone else.
Like,
But
he's garbage. They should.
We'll save that topic for later.
Yes.
But we're
We're
not
talking
here-
about it?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
But we're not
big
here to
news.
talk about Carr or the Raiders just yet. We're here to talk about Hackett getting fired.
Yep.
Thank you, Goliath, by the way.
Hey,
Yeah.
appreciate that,
You
Goliath.
can't spell Hackett without hack. He sucks. And it took them way too long to fire him.
Yeah, that should have been a mid-season fire if ever there was one.
I've never seen a game week 1 that made me go, they need to fire their coach immediately.
Right? And
Except
it just
this
kept
year.
happening.
Yeah.
Like when they played the Texans, it was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. It wasn't my team. It was the other team that was the embarrassment. And it was bad. Like the fans left. They were counting. That was the game where they counted the clock because he couldn't do clock management.
Yeah.
And that's bad.
And that was week 2? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, I don't want to put it all on Hackett. Semicolon, however, comma. a fair bit does rely on the fact. For me, y'all said week 2,
Yeah.
but honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a game where a team is just holistically unprepared.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that last
Like
game,
basic shit.
Like just even in that Rams game, where they got their
Yeah.
ass beat. I was like, something's just not right. Outside, no, don't get it twisted. Russ turned over the ball 3 times, and I'm gonna get your ass soon, boy. Don't worry. We starting with Hackett.
Yeah.
But that felt like they didn't have any they didn't like. So the moment Russ started throwing the ball, they were already down. They kept on running. It didn't make sense for like some of the play and the schemes they were going with.
Yeah.
And the defense, which has historically been incredible.
Oh,
this year,
they've given up.
They
Yeah.
gave up.
Yeah, they did not care.
They should like put themselves on ice. 'Cause
I mean, at the time that we did the power rankings for Week 10, they were. It was something weird that if the offense had scored more than 18 points, they would have only lost 2 games or some shit like that.
Yeah, their defense was one of the best ones in the league. It was all their offensive struggles. Why they were so bad, and a lot of that falls on Russ, and a lot of it falls on Hackett because he's an offensive guy. He was offensive coordinator at Green Bay, right? He was Aaron.
Well, Hackett was legit hired as kind of
Yes.
as a thing to lure Aaron Rodgers, and then Aaron Rodgers just stayed in Green Bay.
Yes, yeah. So then they got stuck with Hackett. I'm surprised it took as long as it did, especially considering the fact that the team was bought by the Walmart
Waltons,
family.
yeah.
They
Which
didn't
they-
hire that guy.
Yeah, no, he said like the next coach answers to me, not the GM.
Yeah.
Me, and I'll make sure we get a good one.
Yeah.
So they're very hands-on ownership, apparently.
Yeah. And I think they will.
I think they're going to be good, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll have to get a real hard ass at coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
Urban
what the team
Meyer?
needs.
Dan Quinn.
Damn you!
They want Dan Quinn.
Oh
That's what I hear.
man,
With that defense.
Jerry Jones is already
Yeah.
opening his checkbook.
He better be.
yeah,
Yeah.
to keep him. Yeah,
I remember a long time ago that I don't even remember who they had, but I know Jason Garrett was the head coach. But Jerry Jones was paying all the coordinators as much as they pay a head coach because he was like, I believe in this staff. So he will open up that checkbook.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of teams. Well, not a lot, but Jerry is probably the most gracious owner that just opens up his wallet freely.
The Cowboys would win a Super Bowl every year if there was no cap.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably would.
And no, Peyton is kind of being also mentioned with the Broncos.
You don't want that.
Who else could fix a Russ?
I wouldn't trust.
It's the challenge, man.
I wouldn't trust.
You
Peyton
know it's
Manning.
going to be a.
I wouldn't trust Peyton Manning with
No.
this.
Probably having too
Sean
much
Payton.
fun on his podcast.
Oh, Sean Payton.
Sean Payton.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay,
I thought you were talking about Peyton Manning.
Yeah, no.
Because I see him being like a Michael Jordan where he's just bad at recognizing talent.
Absolutely.
Because he's like, why can't you do this amazing thing that I did regularly?
Stick to the Manning cast.
Yeah.
That's his place. But yeah, no. They got a lot of options,
I don't
I
think-
think.
I don't think Sean Payton's going to Denver.
I mean, Russ is kind of like a Drew Brees-ish type player.
I think he looks at Russ and he's like, hell
He needs
to the
leave.
no.
Yeah. No, I think they're preparing to take a hard cap hit in the next, not the season after the season coming up.
Yes, I think they'll stick.
That'll be the only one where they can. I mean, it's going to be a rough one.
Yeah,
but they're going to have to because he's terrible.
I think they're stuck with him for one more season after that. I'm with you.
Yeah, and he hasn't blinked all season.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird, man.
He does.
I didn't have a problem with him until.
I'm not a Broncos fan, so I'm not privy to all this information. But according to Rakeem and Ricardo, they're talking about they gave Russell his own office in the stadium.
Yeah, I heard about that.
What?
They gave designated parking spots for Russell Wilson's entourage.
I didn't hear about the entourage.
Oh, that's why they hate him so much.
I bet.
That makes sense.
I saw Shannon Sharp talking about his office and his parking spot. I didn't know he had parking spots for his entourage. That's ridiculous. Fuck
this
that.
guy.
No,
Yeah.
Look, so see, it doesn't even take long. Hackett, I'm sorry, you felt woefully unprepared. I think you could. I don't think he. I think just some time in the oven, and he could probably
No, he's
be.
done.
I think he could probably come back
Nobody's
and be a
hiring
coach,
that
but
guy
I don't think
ever
he's coming.
He better
but
go to college.
Not as a head coach.
Not as a. But my problem is, I think he's taking the heat off of Russell Wilson played bad.
Oh, he did.
He's terrible.
Played terribly, and I don't think there's any sort of caliber of there's a difference between you're having a rough season and you're just playing bad.
Oh yeah, the wheels
Yeah.
have just fallen off.
Because
Yeah.
look, plain and simple, the way he looked in that Rams game, a Hall of Fame contending Super Bowl visiting quarterback should never, ever, ever look that pathetic.
Yeah. No, he looks terrible. I think that's going to be more focused on, I think, and now that Hackett's gone, because I don't know if this job is appealing to anybody.
No,
because
I don't think it is.
and it's because of Russ.
It's going to be someone who wants a challenge.
Yeah.
Who can be one. You know how egotistical coaches are. Like, oh, I could fix him.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a dumb motherfucker like that, and you can't, sir. He's done. He's just done.
They need an offensive coach who's a real hard ass. I think.
Young guy.
I think that's what I think they really
Yeah.
need someone who's like, Russ, I'm not taking any of your fucking shit.
Yeah, treat him like a bitch.
I will bench your sorry ass. Like
They're gonna have to.
Yeah, we're paying you this much anyway. We owe you. We owe
You're
your.
not going anywhere.
Yeah, we owe your poo butt ass this much money. No matter if you
Look,
play or
and
not.
for me, it's so much better. 'Cause
Yeah.
The
I'm
only
not a big
coach I
Broncos
know like
fan.
that is Pete Carroll because Pete Carroll benched Matt Flynn for Russell Wilson, ironically. But Matt Flynn had that super
He
contract.
got rid of Russ real quick.
That's the other thing.
Made
Like, Pete-
Gino look good. Gino's a Pro Bowler. Fuck. Yeah, Pete Carroll still got juice.
I can't, man. I can stand. How do I describe it? If you're playing Russ, because Russ doesn't even feel like in his interviews, it doesn't feel like he's chimed in. It doesn't feel like he's checked in.
Yeah.
And I
Like
think
he
that's
made
my
a
biggest
shitty clone
problem.
of himself and just replaced it. Like a Stepford Wives type situation or some shit. And it's all glitchy and malfunctioning. It's just,
But you just feel like it's hollow coming from that team. And
no
everybody
heart.
else is playing with passion. Shoot, Jerry Judy's fucking like it wasn't this last game with the Rams, but the game before that, he was
Yeah, he's
pissed.
killing it.
Because he's just like,
the one with Ripien or Ripien. What's his name?
like
Oh, that's the
Ripon
backup
came-
quarterback,
Yeah,
by
he
the way, for
killed
the
it with
chat
him.
that asked.
But
but
yeah, and the line was getting ready to kick his ass. Yeah. The offensive line was about to whoop his ass on the sideline.
And then they had Russ have to go console him, and I was like, "Don't console me, you trash ass quarterback." Everyone behind us sucks.
It's such a lack of joy in that entire team.
Yeah.
And the best part, they have they're going to pick top 5 easily.
They lost their picks.
Remember?
No, I know.
Yeah.
to Seattle.
Seattle.
Swoop up and get a quarterback if they so choose, or
Yeah.
stick with Geno. They got options. Or trade it.
I don't think they're sticking with Geno.
I think they'll probably trade it back, get more picks.
trade him
build that
to
team.
trade him to Denver.
Oh, glorious.
That'd be so funny.
I don't think they got any equity left in Denver.
But I mean, everything is falling apart in Denver. I mean, they literally had fights
only
their
that,
last
it's-
game.
We'll give you
It's so
Geno.
many other organizations. It's so many organizations that are just falling the fuck apart.
We'll give you Geno for your shoes. Just fucking rob them.
Well, we expect this from a lot of franchises, but you know
I
the
love
Broncos.
when this happens.
But the Broncos are so historic for Denver.
Yeah.
That it's kind of like, damn, like. But to be honest, they haven't figured out their shit in a minute.
They haven't been in the playoffs, I think, in 7 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't
And
thought
the
about that.
defensive side of the ball, I don't think's been the problem.
Well, they haven't
It
had a
has
quarterback
not.
since Peyton.
Yeah, it is. Not,
Jesus.
it is
And he
not
was
their problem.
broken.
Yeah,
He was broken, yeah.
That defense won Peyton Manning a Super Bowl. So, and their defense has consistently been either good or very good in that time.
It's also
Always.
like really funny that so I had a friend in the Army that was a big Broncos fan. I didn't know that they have like a big history of getting blown out every Super Bowl that they're in.
Broncos?
Like, they've been in a couple and won
They've
a couple,
won.
but I'm saying like
Yeah.
when they lose by 30 or 40 points.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
embarrassing.
last one they were in, they won, but
Yeah.
yeah,
They're gonna
they
let it
also
get
got
blown out, basically.
they got
That's what-
humiliated
yeah.
by the Seahawks in that one Super Bowl.
they get humiliated most of their Super Bowls. Like I think they've lost more than they won.
Maybe it's something we don't understand. Maybe it's like the orange color it blinds them.
I mean, it's very high up.
It's like a highlighter orange. It's not a burnt orange like Texas.
No,
it's a highlighter,
It's a highlighter, bright ass orange. I couldn't live there.
like the Ducks. so,
How many Super Bowls does Denver have? They have 3 or 4.
3, I believe.
Because they have 2 with Elway, 1 with Peyton. Is that right?
That's it.
Okay.
They've
been to
8.
damn.
They've been to 8.
So they're
8,
3 and
1, 3.
5.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like they normally get kind of. I just need to find their scores, man. They're orange.
I like the
It's a
Broncos
serious
colors, man.
You like those shitty colors?
Yeah, I do.
I like the Broncos colors.
Yeah, they're iconic.
Are they?
Yes.
They're no, because when
they're
you
a cornerstone franchise in the NFL.
how do I describe it? For me,
No,
it's
no.
whenever if you were to show those two colors
Yeah.
and just nothing else, you could pick a team for. And I think that's a good color
Yeah.
design.
Yeah.
It's all right.
They're iconic.
It's fine, I suppose. They're not a legacy team, but yeah, they are. Yeah.
They're
cornerstone.
yeah, they're like when you
Legacy team still is Dallas, Raiders, Bears, but like yeah,
if you ask someone like name an NFL team,
put them with like the Patriots.
nah.
Like recognize the Patriots is. I don't think they're a legacy team.
So the weird thing about
Dynasty,
the
yes,
Broncos,
legacy.
because of landmass, is they are a very popular team. Like whenever you see a map of the United
yeah,
States, who's
most
your
of the Midwest, right?
most of the Midwest.
Yes, they're very popular. So I mean, it's sad that they
They lost to Dallas 10-27. They lost to the Giants 20-39. They lost to Washington 10-42. They
Yikes.
lost to San Francisco 10-55.
damn.
And then they lost to Seattle 8-43. I remember that was like the most boring Super Bowl ever. I think the only highlight was Bruno
rough.
Mars.
They yeah,
Yes,
that
the halftime show was
that Was
good.
that one. Yeah, that was good.
That was I think that's my second favorite halftime show after Prince. But yeah, and it went bad immediately because they fumbled the snap.
Yep.
Yeah, it was right, and they never recovered. It was that game was. Ooh, that was like fucking Three Stooges except a full roster.
Yeah, that was bad.
Well, moral of the story: you get one more year, Russ.
I don't think he can with that super contract.
No, he's getting one more
You'll
year.
get one more, and they'll have to eat that.
Yeah.
They got to get rid of it.
You can't go back to back losing seasons and then not eat it.
He's a detriment to the city.
What are
he
you
is-
talking? The Rams are literally. There's no way they're going like they have a winning season next year.
Oh yeah, if Cooper Cup's back. You're forgetting they're injured as fuck.
They got Baker Mayfield there, man. Shake and bake, baby.
Hung half 100.
Bro, man, you had Baker Mayfield looking like a Super Bowl quarterback.
Did you see him in that post game interview?
Dog.
Oh, he was feeling himself.
Oh yeah, he
all the
was.
confidence in the world. Yeah, I'm being interviewed. Yeah.
No, to be fair,
You know, it was like he's just
He-
an all-star quarterback.
he put it on a
He did
really
good.
good defense.
Oh yeah, he
yeah, he
looked
did.
good.
No, a defense that had literally given up and just said, "Fuck this."
He still looked good.
Like he still looked good against a really good defense.
Dude, the funniest thing about it wasn't even the post-game interview, but it was
The
just
fight.
the Nickelodeon. No, it was the Nickelodeon thing that it was just like.
Oh man, I posted that in our chat.
Yeah.
Man,
Forgot
yeah,
about that.
Patrick roasted your ass too, bro.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It wasn't even that. It was the 3D. Like they put a grabber. It's like Baker Mayfield has played too good today, so they had him grabbed, and they were like, "We're taking him away for." Like it was just some 3D animation.
No, they were fucking because Patrick comes in and he's like, I don't think that's what he wanted to cook.
I was like, damn.
You got Nickelodeon roasting your ass.
Yeah.
That's sad.
His kids watch that. That's
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's bad.
When Patrick Starr says you suck.
Just needs to go away. He really just needs. I didn't mind the dude until this season, and I'm with everyone else now.
Yeah.
Well, I
I just
think
can't look
too.
at his face anymore.
I was
Yeah.
pro Russell Wilson.
I
in
was
this.
too for the longest.
But Pete Carroll kept that person. I think it's impressive how there's some like quarterback personalities you don't really get.
Yeah.
Until they're like escaped a long-standing franchise. It's how, inversely, with Tom Brady, who I didn't like before,
Yeah.
gets the Bucks, and I'm like, I actually really like this Tom Brady. He's funny and he's cocky,
Matt
and he actually
Stafford was that
he's actually
way
a
for me,
human.
too.
Matt Stafford, he's cocky.
Fun guy.
But then like you get with Russell Wilson, I was like, oh no, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
And no
No
one, and then you think back and you look back and you're like, damn, you haven't had like the team like you in a minute. Even
Any of
in
the
Seattle.
NFL,
Yeah.
no player.
When Marshawn Lynch doesn't like you, I mean, Marshawn Lynch seems like the friendliest guy.
Motherfuckers drinking Skittles.
Like, yeah, Marshawn Lynch seems like he'd be a blast to hang out with. And when he's like, yeah, man, I tried calling Russ and I had like one of his people on the phone, and I was like, nah.
I mean, well, the funniest thing for me is that I always saw Russell Wilson as well mannered, and then
Yeah.
I thought because when they had that Super Bowl run, Marshawn Lynch had a louder personality, despite not even wanting to talk to the media.
Yeah.
Richard Sherman had a louder personality for
Yep.
sure.
Yeah.
Like I was like, he's just there, and he's like a calm, good boy. And then
That's what I thought.
Nope.
Yeah, most unlikable motherfucker in all the entire league.
He's just insincere, and I think that's
No,
what
I
bothers
think-
me.
I do
Look,
miss
I think
Marshawn
he's-
Lynch,
I-
by the
I
way.
really-
I was like, he was a joy.
It's an awkwardness to him. It's a social awkwardness with Russ, and I'm not making fun of that, but just like do something.
I just don't buy what he says anymore.
No, I can't believe anything.
Yeah,
That's
what bothers me.
He just rains falseness.
Yes.
And I don't know if it's purpose. Like I don't know if it's purposely. I don't know if it's like a social awkwardness type thing.
Yeah.
But like nothing he says seems sincere.
Yeah.
And I can't buy it. When you were good, sure, I could turn my head because
Yeah.
you're going to Super Bowls and putting up points. But when you're,
When you're
bad,
not good.
I'm out. Yeah, like I have nothing to defend you for it now.
If Squidward had roasted Russ, I was just
I'm
had
convinced-
Squidward laughing.
So I feel like and this is good. This is terrible. But it was an old SNL skit about friend in a can. It was called Friend in a Can. And you remember those little like sea monkeys that you
Yeah.
add to water and they come along. It was like that. It grows in like 30 days, but it'll explode.
Mm-hmm.
And it does, but it's like this blank human that doesn't really know things. It knows certain things, but it's an emptiness there. I feel like Sierra did that with Russ.
She sucked all the personality out
She
of
bought
him.
him online, like one of those midnight infomercial things. some
Got
shit.
him out of a cutout.
Yeah.
Nah, he's trying to be a celebrity. It's whatever.
Well, he
Yeah.
can't because he's unlikable. I think he's a sociopath too, Ricardo.
My thing is
He
like, just-
really gives off sociopath.
look, the whole thing with football, like the one thing, I mean, everybody here who's played it knows, it's about that unyielding camaraderie. Yes,
Yeah.
even if you're like, the superstars, right? But the best football players are the ones who are like, hey, you know what, from bench to backups to wherever, they treat everybody the same, and they just all about like, hey, like we in it, we gotta hustle,
Yeah.
we gotta elevate you, right?
We're a unit.
And Russ is literally the antithesis of that.
Doesn't
Yeah.
he sit by himself and shit?
I think he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Jesus, man.
We were talking about Hackett, and now we're just talking about Russell Wilson.
Because
That's
I think he's the cancer.
No,
I think they're both.
No,
very
I think
problematic.
Hackett needed to go.
Yeah.
He was
They
there
both
for a
need to
particular
go.
reason.
Yeah.
But all I want this
And
to
that
do
didn't
is
work
all I want that to do is it has to expose Russ. I didn't hate Russ. I don't really hate him now too. But like I just need something to come out of him, some passion, something. Cry like Derek Carr.
Speaking of which, it's a lot of coach quarterback combos that both should go. That would have been a good category. I should have thought of that.
Oh, that is a good one.
But yeah,
Well, we do have next. That'll be a great segue because we're not going to talk about Hackett.
Guy
Yeah.
is on that list of what.
Well, in general, there's a lot of quarterback controversies right now going on, and we're going to touch on them. The first one is that Wentz is going to be the starter.
That's the dumbest fucking thing
That
I've
is
ever seen in my life.
so dumb. Do they not want to make the playoffs?
No, they said they do. That's why they're putting them in.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
When you have
Yeah,
a guy
they
who
are
got
putting-
you to this
they're-
point.
Yeah.
They're
has
putting
that
Wentz
too.
in over Heineke.
That's
Yeah.
man, dude. Is Heineke's contract up at any point? We'll take him.
I heard he fumbled the ball a lot last game. So what?
So the fuck what?
Yeah,
he got you to this point.
Yeah.
We saw Russ throw 4 picks.
Yeah.
Well,
Wentz is gonna throw like 4 or 5 picks.
And he's going to get hurt.
Oh, first before he throws a pick.
He's going to get hurt. He's going to do some stupid shit because they're a team that's in a do or die situation.
Yep, they can't handle it.
So Carson Wentz is going to do what Carson Wentz does, which he puts it all on his shoulders and plays like a moron, gets hurt, and turns over the ball. That's what he does.
And I really needed them to win this game too.
Yeah.
I don't want the Packers in the playoffs.
I know they're catching up, man. Everything is
I think they're
falling
gonna
in a
make
way.
it.
Yeah,
I don't want the Packers in the playoffs.
Yeah, him and Tom are gonna make it.
Tom has already locked it.
I don't.
Tom
he
spent-
hasn't clinched it, but yeah.
Yeah, practically. Tom spent Christmas Eve alone in a hotel. This man is not right anymore.
I don't know, man. I don't
He's
know
on
how
a
true
shit
it is,
team.
but every time I'm like, he's dating the supermodel now. I'm like, his life isn't that
I
bad.
don't think I think Tom is sad and eating like pints of what's the healthy ice cream?
Avocado.
Yeah,
That's what he
avocado
eats.
ice cream.
I'm more concerned about all the money he lost in crypto.
Oh, he did lose a lot of the worst one he could possibly
Yeah,
lose.
yeah.
Isn't he getting sued also for that?
Oh, is he getting
I
sued?
think he might
I don't think he's
be
getting
sued.
sued. The FTX is getting sued.
Oh
It's a
no,
different
because
thing.
for the advertising aspect, because he was in commercials and they're trying to.
I don't think you get sued for that.
it was. I don't know if he invested. It was something. I don't know. It might have just been a rumor, but it would. That's too much.
Yeah.
Let the guy make it. You know.
But to Wentz and Heineke, it don't make I'm all for switching it up for whatever works. I'm all for there's another quarterback who they're switching it up with. I'm like, hey, fuck it, try it out. Y'all are out.
Yeah.
Try everything.
If you're in contention,
Yeah.
and you want to give me wins to wins, there is one person who has won you more games.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I know Carson Wentz has more touchdowns than Russell Wilson, but I don't know if that's still true. But
probably
he
is.
did for quite a bit.
Yeah.
That's pulling out faith from your QB. That's
Yeah.
not a good. You're not setting your team up for success to know that hey, if I fuck up,
Yeah.
I'm out. That's just
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just
Carson Wentz cannot handle that kind of pressure.
they are, I would say, just as good as the Giants. And the Giants, I think, do the Giants currently have a playoff spot?
Yes.
Maybe, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You realize you're gonna lose this bet if they lose this, right?
Yeah, that's true.
2 bets you've lost to me.
Oh, shut up.
Just saying.
See that one last week. That nigga did that to me purposefully. I know we gonna get to it, but that nigga. He looked at me. He looked at the camera, said this, and then I was like, "This nigga," and played perfectly.
It happened before I even turned on the game. It was so early. I was just like, wait, he did it?
Did it
And I was like,
already? Okay, cool.
oh, hell yeah.
No,
That was quick.
we're gonna get. Yeah, we're gonna get to that, but
I don't believe that, Rakeem. I think Ron Rivera is the.
No, he's fine.
Yeah, I think Ron
he's-
Rivera is is the only thing keeping this really afloat. Honestly,
Yes. Yeah.
He's the only stable person in the building, it seems.
When the worst thing he said was Carson Wentz sucks, which is true, he's fine. I think they're lucky to have him, honestly.
They really are.
Yeah, he's a good coach.
I think on the other hand, Ron might have some new owners, so that'll be great.
Yeah, I would like
Yeah.
to see what he does with competence on his side.
I hope they change the team name.
I hope to God they did.
Yeah. I want them to go back to just football team.
Yeah, football team.
I think it was more endearing.
it was.
It was funny. I
unique.
liked
Dude, I really thought you were going to say it. Go back to the.
Yeah, I thought he was too. I really thought he was too. I was like, let me see where this goes.
Just make a potato the logo. What's the problem? No, I want them to go back to the Washington football
Yeah,
team.
I like that.
What fuck the?
I don't know if we'll talk about it really quick. Wilson got benched for shines this week. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, the dude from Canada.
Yeah.
He's done, right?
No.
He's got to be one of the biggest busts in history.
You're talking about Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, which Wilson?
Yeah.
No, wrong.
They're all trash. If they're a quarterback, they're trash. Matter of fact, if you're a quarterback and your last name starts with a W, you're probably trash.
Yeah,
right?
Watson.
You
Watson
read my
is
mind.
playing like trash.
How much rust do you have to knock off? Jesus Christ.
Bro, they're running out of people to replace Zach Wilson with. Man, is Mike White hurt still?
Yes.
They're waiting.
Team. Just ride with,
I think he's
Mighty Mike.
I think he's coming back this week.
He is, yeah, he'll be back.
I mean, what's
But
Watson's
the fact they went and got a
excuse?
dude from Canada to replace you,
Wilson is not good.
Probably played
terrible.
soccer too. Like they were just like, you're
you're just chilling.
What's Deshaun Watson's excuse? He's like, oh, I just feel so tight. Maybe if someone would. No, you're not getting another one of those.
That.
Yeah.
We don't have those here.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't perform with this stiffness.
Yeah. Just like, oh,
It's
somebody
cold.
could just.
It's so cold. My muscles. Yeah.
If someone could just maybe help me loosen up. No. Absolutely not. Fuck you. Jesus.
You just have a cattle prod for that motherfucker. No massages.
Spray bottle. Hey, stop that.
Get out of here. But no, man, the Jets are a weird case. I
That's
think
very weird.
They put all their, like, you can see, how do I describe it? Zach Wilson has flashes. I still don't like him.
I don't think he even
I
have.
don't think
I've
he has
never seen.
flashes.
No, he's had flashes.
I'm with TJ on this.
He's had flashes.
Yeah.
I think it's the combination. I think they're. I don't want Wilson to be their quarterback, but there hasn't been consistency.
Go on a rant after you're done with
There hasn't been consistency, and I think that's fucking over multiple. That's fucking over their situation because I think the team as a unit,
Yeah.
the Jets were looking good.
It's a good unit.
Yeah.
The hell that a rookie cornerback is a Pro Bowler. Like you picked well when it came to that.
He could be Defensive Player of the Year.
Could be.
And Mike and I think Mike White is their answer, to be
I
honest.
think so.
But
Just needs to stop getting
Give him the
hurt.
confidence. Yeah. Make him
but
the
they need
starter.
but they need a back him up, just support. Like, I think the Jets are in a good place. I'll put that.
They
Like,
are.
where
They're trending upward.
They're trending upward. If they can have their quarterback be healthy, if they can just solidify Wilson, you're benched,
Yeah.
and call it a day, no matter what.
He's probably getting cut.
Yeah.
Yo, he's for sure getting cut.
Get
He's
that-
fourth string now.
They need consistency.
And they just need to support the consistency.
Yeah.
He's
But
just
sorry.
not. He's not good. Yeah, my rant.
Yes.
I'm tired of the showing flashes. I'm tired of ceilings.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You know if a quarterback's got something or if he doesn't.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You knew Patty had it, even when he played bad his first game, which
Yeah.
he didn't play terrible, but he played bad as they usually do. But you knew it was something there.
Yeah.
Bitch ass Deshaun Watson, you knew it was something there when he played. Like these guys, you know it's something there. Even Josh Allen, who I think is the worst case. I probably would have cut Josh Allen. This is me, of course.
Right.
But you saw the rocket arm. You saw him fucking just fling it.
Even a guy that I know you don't like, Trevor Lawrence.
He's not going that
He's
far.
not going to go that far.
But Trevor Lawrence is
I'm
real
rooting
good, looking
for
real
him.
good.
I'm rooting for the kid.
Even in his rookie year, there were moments where I was like, "There's something special
Everyone's-
about him."
Everyone said it. Like,
On that
it's
note-
something here. Someone just needs to unlock it.
Yeah.
I'm sad I'll probably be out of town for this. But the Jags and the Titans, no matter what happens in the next 2 weeks, that decides who wins the AFC South.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
Oh, we're watching that
Oh,
one.
we're watching that one too.
Yeah,
Well-
we were watching that together.
But my thing with
Rooting for
flashes.
Trevor Lawrence. He loves football, you know.
So I'm with you. I'm with you in terms of like later on down the line.
Yeah.
I think rookie season is supposed to be when you see said flashes. If that makes sense, you're like,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to see some here, and or they dominate.
Right.
But domination from a
don't
rookie year
want
should
that.
not be the exception. Is the exception, not the rule.
Right.
Because sometimes they fizzle out too quickly, and
Yeah.
you got sophomore slump, and yeah.
To Tommy's point, it sounds like you're talking, and I think I agree with you. You're talking a lot about. There seem to be a lot of hypotheticals when it comes to
Yes.
rookies. It's like,
The words you hear ceiling.
yeah, it's like
You
show
know,
me tape or show me just like footage of him doing something remarkable
Right now.
a few times. Yeah, right now. Not every snap, but like Trevor Lawrence. There are a few throws where I was like, that was spectacular
Yeah.
last year, and he can run. It's like, okay, there is potential there, right?
Right.
There's something concrete I can build off of. Zach Wilson, every now and then I would see because he's got a good arm when it comes to making big throws. He just does stupid shit all the time.
Terrible decision.
Yeah.
But my whole thing was they should have shut that shit down after motherfucker did not get. Well, I think it was the Patriots game,
Yeah, where their defense only gave up 3 points.
and they had less than 10 yards of scrimmage. Whatever, it was a ridiculously low number.
Yeah.
That's if I'm paying you millions.
Unacceptable.
I don't care. You sit your ass for the rest of the season.
And when they ask, hey, do you feel like you let the defense down? And you immediately say no.
That did it. That's what did it.
That's what
he
did
would be
it.
fine. That's Urban Meyer not getting on the plane.
That's
What that was.
If he
You
had,
signed your career off right there.
if he had owned it and said, yeah,
It's on me.
that's on me. That no one else is to blame for this
He'd
loss.
still be the starter.
I think people would be like, yeah, let's
Give him some time.
Give him some time. At least he's exhibiting qualities a quarterback should in terms of leadership.
Intangibles wise,
Yes.
and he doesn't have any. And
No.
If you ain't got that, they definitely want you out. You're not performing on the field, you're done.
Yeah, and you're a dick. Fuck you.
Yeah. Kyler Murray, everybody. Yeah. They used to see how long that shit lasts.
That's my whole thing. Like, have a personality we can like.
Yeah.
Have something. Like, ownership is so key with quarterbacks because it's like Russell Wilson wouldn't, like, he probably wouldn't be getting all the shit he's getting
No.
if there was some feeling of something of somebody being like, man, I fucked up. Like, really big ownership.
A genuine ownership.
He just doesn't seem like he cares much, and he just seems kind of oblivious to his own ineptitude this year.
does.
And that's annoying.
And it's like, and I feel like, you know, what they teach the quarter, like, yeah, you can teach a quarterback how to play. You could teach
Yeah.
a quarterback, but character is some shit you just get.
Yeah.
It's half.
Yeah.
And you can like, I'm like, Zach Wilson, you don't got the character for this. Like, you're not a face of a franchise
No.
if you're that much of an asshole.
yeah.
Like that.
Sometimes you just ain't got it. Like Davis Mills, perfect example. That kid is a robot. Like, he reminds me a lot of Russell Wilson. Like, it's no personality. You're programmed to just say things.
Yeah.
And you have like 4 phrases, and that's it. And it's nothing behind the eyes. He doesn't blink.
Yeah.
He's just like, we are a team.
Yeah, it's like a walking thumb that has just different points of dialect. He just says the same shit over and over.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know where you are right now?
Yeah.
This was a great football game. All right, like, go away, Davis.
Error.
Yeah. That's enough questions for Davis.
Well, moving on from Wilson, this is going to be one near and dear to Tommy's heart. We got Tua is in concussion protocol again.
As well, he should be.
He should not take another snap for the rest of the
He
year.
shouldn't take another snap the rest of his life. He's fired again, by the way.
I would say give it like
2 years?
I would say let him try
It's
again.
3
next
concussions
year.
in 3 months is
No,
what
man.
people are saying.
Yeah, he's done. He needs to be done.
I don't know how true this is. I'm not a medical expert. I'm just a dude that fought
Yeah.
and was around explosions, and they were like,
I don't know. That kind of gives you some qualification.
I'm
like, it gives you
world experience goes
But have
a
you
long
ever
way.
been sacked?
Yeah, I'm like,
I played rugby, so kind of. But
I like time out. But he's like, I'm not a doctor, but I've been through some shit. I'm like, that does give you some credence.
I wasn't a football player, but I was surrounded by death.
Injury, yeah.
Real problems.
Real world shit. So yeah, you're qualified.
okay, well then,
You got your license
What-
from this board.
what I'd always heard is that once you get one concussion, it's just easier to get the next concussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah.
So
You can only get so many within a period of time, right?
that is also another thing that we've heard. So, like, in the Army, they take concussions seriously, where it's just like, oh, you got, like, lights out. And then you can't even run. Because I don't know what the science behind it is. I'm not an expert,
Never
but they're
heard that
just
one,
like, it could trigger some sort of, like, flashback brain thing. So,
wow.
like, I don't know. I think we're still learning about brain chemistry. As far as I know, by people that study the brain, it's just that normally we can only see what happens because once the person passes away. Like Junior Seau, we could see his brain was fucked up, but
That's
no
the
one.
only way you can't do it while they're alive. Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like we don't know how to like develop anything while people are alive because no one wants to get experimented on while they're
No.
alive, kind of thing.
Yeah. I want to see what's going on under that blue tent.
I always do want to see.
Yeah, like because I mean,
Get a camera in there.
because he never came out of the game.
No, it was a real quiet, like,
Yeah, I mean,
like after the fact.
Yeah.
he's gonna miss the next game. Why?
yeah, it's like he got a concussion on Sunday, and I was like, why wasn't he taken out of the game then?
And then I saw one where a doctor said he didn't. And then I think today they confirmed, like,
Yeah.
saying, yeah, he did. I was like,
Man, there's something about that Dolphins medical staff.
Right.
Yeah, man,
That's why I want to
sketch.
see what's going
Questionable-ass
on
staff.
under the tent. Like,
how many of those Dolphins doctors are wearing gold chains with like just taco meat on their chest? 'Cause I don't trust a doctor that's got like
talking
The taco meat.
a chest hair.
Oh, okay. I was confused.
Yeah,
You didn't know that term. He knew it.
I actually.
Just, yeah. So he did.
yeah, just agree.
No, like just some real extra Miami looking doctors. I feel like that's what they look like, right?
Yeah, it's the one where like it's like, hey man, I can write you a doctor's note for that green. Like that's the type of doctors they got. They be like, all right, hey Tua, we got blue and blue. What's blue?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many fingers am I holding
He's
up?
chewing
3.
gum and wearing
Close
aviators
enough.
for some reason. Like what? Do it.
Yeah.
What we got here?
yeah.
Say two. Boom. He's okay.
He's like, all right, starts with your name. Come on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, just say your name. Just say your name. Good. Good.
Yeah.
I love your routine, but I kind of hate.
Who are you again? Dr. Tony.
I love her team, but I mean, it's sad that that's probably true. It's like his concussions explain all the interceptions, maybe.
He fell off a cliff. It seems like he was doing quite well, and then he just stopped.
No, but I think the problem, like, because brain chemistry, you're right, and
It's hard to figure out.
and what can go alongside the presence of those concussions, right? Shoot, your reaction. People forget like reactions to like bright lights,
Yep.
loud
Sound,
noises.
yeah.
Yep.
All those things are impacted and can trigger various different mechanisms. So like some of the interceptions we were seeing, like you don't go from one half looking really good
Being the most accurate quarterback in
to another half. Like again, it happened. Like you have a clean cut slate where it's like the first half looked crystal
Sharp,
clear.
Yeah, he looked great.
And then that second half, you're like, what the fuck happened?
Something's off with him. Yeah.
When did that hit happen that they're saying caused the concussion? Do we know?
No one can seem to pinpoint it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems very
The air
mysterious, but
concussed him.
it's-
but at least like they're taking it seriously. Whereas last time, like they just picked him up and we're like, yeah, like,
He's
Right.
fine.
Yeah.
He's like hanging off of people and shit.
And they got Dr. Nick under the tent. Like, hi, everybody. He's good to go. Well, clearly
I
not.
honestly do expect that too. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and I know it's a movie, but the whole Varsity Blues things was like just stab him with painkillers, he'll be fine.
It's a
Right.
real-
Yeah.
But I've never seen I've never seen a team that's so loose with the concussions because normally they don't it don't matter what it is.
Yeah.
They take your ass. If that's even a question, they take your ass to the actual
We can see it
locker
on
room.
TV.
Yeah.
They see it and they get them, and that's it.
Also, his helmet looks the same.
Yeah.
Like Kenny Pickett went in against the Raiders. He had a great Gazoo helmet on because he's had 2 concussions this year. Why is
Oh, they
two-
gave him the protector thing? I forgot what it's called.
I
The
don't
pillow
know.
thing around it.
Looked like Marvin the Martian out there. Like it was a huge ass helmet, and like I haven't seen them do that for Tua, which he's the poster boy for concussions this
Yeah.
year. So I don't know. I don't
His
know.
back's broke, his brain's broke.
Yeah.
man,
It's killing him,
but man, he likes that football. He wants to
Gonna
play
cost
football.
him. It might cost him his fucking life if he keeps.
Hey, if you're not willing to put it on the line, Tommy, do you want them on your team?
That's why I fired him. No, I don't. Want him safely in an office somewhere.
Where I don't have to pay him.
Yeah, he's honorary. He's honorary.
I mean,
guy.
the thing is, actually, for the Dolphins, like they did too well. They're not going to get a good draft pick.
Yeah.
No, they're middle of the pack.
I don't think they're making the playoffs anymore after this.
You think so?
Well, he ain't playing. I don't know if Bridgewater can handle.
Oh, Bridgewater can't.
You think he can?
No, can't.
No, he can't. They're not. It's a heartbreak. They did so well.
No,
They were an entertaining team to watch.
to be honest, if I'm being real, like I think this game helped me see it like a little bit more clearly with the concussion kind of confirmed. I was like, man, if Tua wasn't getting beat up like that, he'd be pretty good this entire year.
The numbers
Because
he was
I
putting
saw a
up was
clear
crazy.
I saw a clear distinction where it's like unconcussed to concussed, and it's night and day how he's performing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, like if that's really what's fucking you up, sheesh, that's
That dude
real
needs
bad.
to either he needs to take like a 3-year break or just stop playing altogether.
3-year break?
Yeah, that brain, man. Like 3 concussions that close in a row is not good.
Yeah, I don't know how long he should sit out, but he definitely
He
should.
needs a long, at least a season, man.
Because this is his career. I mean, it's
That links to his life.
I know.
Like
It's
getting
just
older, that's gonna start to really play a part.
what else is he going to do? This is his livelihood is playing football and having
Go to
to
SEC network, they'll hire him.
having to go like having to forego your career so young. I mean, that's
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, I don't see it as just like a total like black and white issue, honestly, because of that.
Because I mean, it's also, I mean, as crazy as it is to say this, it's also part of his choice, right?
Yes, it is.
You're right.
It's his health.
If he wants to play, and he's like, I want to put it all out the line.
Yeah. You
Can't
wanna
really
give your
play.
life for it.
Yeah.
You can go for it, man.
And of course, like, there's organization, the contract, all that kind of stuff that can kind of interpede that. But
Yeah.
fundamentally, I just think that at the very least, he should be coming out in some wicked protection.
Yeah, he needs to come out looking like Bubble Boy.
The Halo helmets. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like man.
Is there rules against using the Halo helmet?
I see it at practices. I don't see it.
Well,
in
for
games.
practice, it's like we gotta be extra safe and
Yeah.
shit. But like, I think like at this point, like if you are like Tua or anyone that's gotten concussed, like
Yeah.
you should be allowed to use the Halo helmet if you
I
want.
think so.
Yeah.
I know they don't like it generally because like they get like anything that makes you feel safe is in a manly sport is like
Yeah, right.
yeah. It's like
Tom
no,
Brady
I don't want to do
raged
them.
over those new helmets years ago. It's
Yeah.
like, come on, man. Like,
Or I think he should learn how to take a sack from Eli Manning. Have you ever watched Eli Manning get sacked?
I mean, in general, all of them except Tom Brady, once they got old, they just
just
give
go down.
themselves
Yeah.
Yeah, they like every
Eli went down every time.
he went down like a sack of rags
Yeah.
as soon
Went limp.
yeah as soon as like as soon as a
I
defender
mean, as far as I
breathed
know,
on
I don't believe the Giants have
They
ever had a
wilted.
great offensive line.
no,
No.
But
never did.
I've actually, one thing is this year, and maybe it's just because I've paid attention to it more, I've been noticing a lot more players when they're getting tackled, like just
yeah
completely give out.
Yeah.
Running backs have been really good. Like they've been under piles, and you just see them like relaxed.
yeah.
Running backs do two things. They either like do that or jump over the defender.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna get them fucked up someday.
Oh, that's one of the most dangerous things you can do. Jeez, yeah. They get yelled at for that.
Oh, they do?
Oh, yeah.
Would you yell at them as a head
Fuck
coach?
no. You get rewarded. Put your body on the line for this dub.
But you still would fire Tua.
Oh, absolutely. I like Tua. That's for his safety. I don't like the other
No,
ones.
running backs know what they signed up for.
Yeah. Bless their hearts. Yeah, they did.
Well, we got one last quarterback to talk about.
This is big.
This is pretty big. I mean, depends on who you are. I mean, definitely, like we're a California associated podcast. This is his favorite team, and
Oh, this
is
fucking guy?
Yeah, that
He's
guy.
not here. I don't know why I pointed that way, but yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I was like, where you?
the ghost is here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, this is a big story. People are talking about this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it's
huge
yeah.
story,
People
dude.
care?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're still alive for the playoffs.
No fucking way.
Yeah,
Seriously?
yeah.
How?
The Raiders could still get in. I mean,
Oh, this is a weird.
It takes a
fucking
lot of
season.
weirdness.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's-
it would
it's
take
that
a
team.
lot.
Every year it's a team where like someone has to lose, one person has to tie.
Hold on, let me see if I can pull
Some
up what they got to
crazy
do.
shit.
But I mean, you also got to keep in mind that like has been an extra playoff spot for the last 2 years.
yeah,
True.
yeah.
That is true. I love it. That was a good call with that
Yeah.
the extra playoff spot.
I kind of like when two teams had a bye, but that's just me.
No, I hate the bye. Let everyone play.
No, I like the bye because that means a good team gets fucked.
No, I love. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, every time somebody got a bye, they would
They
come
always
back
lose.
rusty. I don't know why.
The Titans did it.
Yeah.
They did
Yeah.
last year. Yeah. Who had the bye in the NFC?
In the NFC,
Last year.
it was. I don't think it mattered. No, it was the Packers.
Was it the Packers?
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
That week off, just some
Yeah.
rust develops. I don't know why. Like it's
Yeah.
actually probably better to play.
It's a
and-
detriment. I
yeah.
always thought it was because that one oh yeah, didn't they? They made it to an NFC Championship one year, right?
What, the Cowboys?
Yeah.
I mean, they made it to Super Bowls. What do you mean?
Oh, I keep thinking that Dak made it.
No,
He didn't. He came
Dak only
close.
has one
Yeah.
playoff win in his
He
career,
does.
and I think it was against the Seahawks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, Nicky
Romo, he had that 14-2 year where they won the thing, and then they
Oh,
lost to the Giants, I believe, that ended up winning this. No, they lost to the Eagles that ended up winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So the Raiders are out if Miami wins, the Jets win, or if they lose.
Yeah,
Good God.
yeah.
They ain't making it. They don't
probably
deserve
Oh, by the way, on that note, we're gonna just get into it. Carr is being benched for Stedham, the future insurance
Stidham.
salesman.
For the remainder of the year.
That's a great insurance name, bro. You're right.
Yeah.
For the remainder of the year.
Yes.
Well, it's for
There's 2 games left.
injury reasons
Yeah.
because he has that clause, and they want to trade him. I don't know who wants him, but someone might.
I mean, that's the
I
thing.
don't want Josh Jacobs. Sorry, as I said, I don't want Josh Jacobs. Go somewhere else.
He's
man.
leaving.
Josh
I don't
Jacobs
know.
is mad. He got mad at the last game. He was like, I I'm done with this organization. I don't know how true it is because you can always kind of fix things afterwards. But
Oh no, he's leaving. He's out.
He's been putting his body on the line.
Yeah.
He wasted. All that he did this season was a goddamn waste.
He wanted the fifth year option.
It's a contract year.
And for other teams to see, but that's still too much. They'll be like, "Oh, it's a lot of tread on the tires after that season." So I don't know how much that actually helps.
He looked
him.
pretty good.
Well, he's injury prone as fuck.
He is, but he looked good.
Yeah, that might just be it. That might have been his swan song season.
I'm not
With running
disagreeing.
backs, that's exactly what that probably was.
I'm not
So,
going to disagree with you.
If he thinks he's going to get a bag, I don't know why he would think such a thing. Pick a new position. Do what Christian McCaffrey does. Fuck, man. Like, these are some good dudes. They probably
Christian McCaffrey always gets hurt too. What are you talking about?
He's also a receiver. The slot receiver, a hybrid player.
They don't know what to. They don't know what the fuck.
You don't
to
know
do
what to
with
classify him as, but you know he can do everything. So yeah, he might get it.
No,
He's
whoa,
throwing
don't-
touchdown passes.
He does that too.
him. You better
He'll
stop.
punt.
No, he can't do everything. Only one player can do everything.
Debo.
No, Taysom Hill. But
That's true. Yeah, play
And
defense.
how old is Taysom? How long has he been in the league?
he's been for a minute.
What I'm saying?
Dude, that guy.
Be a gadget player.
You look at Jeff Driscoll, who's on our team, is old as shit.
Taysom Hill has pig skin coursing through his veins.
Oh yeah, his whole room is just made of pigskin. The bed sheets, everything.
Like
His toothbrush.
the motherfucker plays tight end. Like they just use him.
Yes, gadget players are great.
Didn't he make a game-winning tackle this season?
Yes.
He's they put him on
Swiss
punt,
Army
they
knife
put him on
football
punt
player.
return. I was like, dog, what the fuck are you doing?
He's there for, man. That's what he's there for.
He's so
amazing.
entertaining because he's just whatever.
He's whatever they need.
Can you do this? Yeah, let's do it.
Like the other played the Browns, and I was watching that game, and it was the most confusing. Cause you'd be like, no one knows what happens with Taysom Hill, and I was like, man, number 7's in,
Yeah.
but I don't know what position. I
Those are
saw him on the line,
Yeah.
saw him in the backfield, saw him in the running back slot. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Chris Collinsworth was like, here's a guy that confuses the hell out of me.
Yeah, I mean, we had Driscoll. He was a quarterback, a running back, and a tight end.
So,
yeah.
just to cut through it, I guess we all except for maybe Tommy, disagree with Carr being benched right now.
Should have been benched way earlier than now.
Tommy legit messaged the group, and I read it in your voice where you just said, I think Stidham's better.
Matter of fact,
I was like,
matter
what?
of fact, I told Sammy that at the beginning of the season. I saw Stidham playing a preseason game. I was like, oh, he's better than Derek Carr. Yeah. So
I know you hate cars.
What did
Oh,
Sammy
destructive.
do in that? Because at the beginning of the season, you're talking about when Sam thought they were going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, he thought I was crazy.
No, but my problem.
I think you're crazy
When he
right now.
wins it- when he puts
I
up
do
those
too.
numbers and wins this game. Okay. He's better than Derek Carr. He's not an end-all, be-all, but he's better than... Derek Carr's terrible.
No, he's not.
He's not good.
my problem with Derek Carr, which I'm not in the hate train for
Who's
Derek Carr.
better, Dak or Derek?
Derek,
Taking
Dak,
Dak.
Dak
Taking
at this
Dak.
point.
This,
Dak
Thank you.
Dak is somehow at this point like
I don't know. Yeah, Dak is a casino, and I've accepted it.
yeah.
Baby.
I was
but
gonna say,
Dak is somehow like
We'll talk about him in a second. Wait, save it.
somehow the best and worst quarterback at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was
It's weird.
this last game, I just accepted
Yeah,
it.
he has high highs and low lows.
It's like if it was a... Oh, it actually is a comic book character. He's a Sentry.
What?
The Sentry is a comic book character who's like Superman, but his arch enemy is himself. Because I think like it's a split personality that's his arch enemy, the Void. So it's always just a never-ending cycle. He'd have to kill himself, and even if he kills himself, hey, the Void might live forever. So it's
Yeah.
just he'll never be complete or win because he's his own worst enemy.
Because I can see it in our Cowboys for a split second. But with Derek Carr, my problem is he doesn't close games.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have it.
He
Well,
doesn't-
actually, that's not true. He had like led the league in fourth quarter drives
Last season.
Last season,
Yeah.
It's their coach. Their
coach
coach
is
is
horrendous.
But
Terrible this year,
and
man.
that's my delta where I'm like,
Yeah.
I can see, oh God, you're gonna hate this, but I'm seeing some instances where Derek Carr is playing very fluidly.
Yeah.
He has all the pieces, at least offensively, he does have really good pieces, and he has had some injuries
Yeah.
for some of his players. But
They have a-
man, it sucks because I don't feel like he's been in a successful position
no.
from last year and this year.
He's had. I think I saw he's had 6 head coaches in 9 years. Yeah, and two of them we know are pretty bad.
Yes.
For sure. Like,
The best one they had was the interim one.
yeah, I don't know why they didn't keep him, but I
They
mean,
played for him.
we know that John Gruden was bad, and
Yeah.
and we now Josh McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels was bad in Denver.
Yeah,
He's
so
still bad.
Yeah.
Anybody from New England is bad. New England is bad.
I think
Jesus.
I think Derek Carr deserves to be on a better team.
I think Derek Carr. I think he deserves a
deserves the
chance.
Colts.
No, he
No, he
doesn't.
doesn't.
Yeah,
Don't
absolutely.
send
No
him
one
to
does.
the
Colts.
Russell Wilson deserves the Colts, and that's about
That
it.
is- No. I like the Colts more than that.
There.
I mean, if you want to get technical,
They're-
Russell deserves the Texans.
That's true. He'd be right at home.
Oh, he'd be perfect there.
No, with the Colts are a different problem. They just need a quarterback who's alive.
Their offensive line is really bad now.
That's really
Everything's
Yeah,
really bad.
Troy
for them.
Aikman was roasting their offensive line, and he called them like, and their overcompensated offensive line. It's like,
Oh, damn.
damn, he's throwing,
Jesus.
the
throwing their
whole
money
thing-
in their face.
Oh, that's rough.
Well, this goes into your part. Like, what I've been liking with football recently, and maybe it's just because I'm older and paying attention to other things. Your linemen matter a lot.
Yes, they do.
They a good luck. Shoot, from the Cowboys experience, one of ours went down, and I saw something. I said, "What the fuck just happened?" No, like all it takes is an O lineman going down on your team, and
It
you're
is a
like,
unit.
"Wait, what just happened?"
They move together. They breathe
Yeah.
together. If one is missing and someone comes in, it can throw the whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
off.
Because you know, and you think about it, it's like, wow, you're right, because it's like timing. You get used to like, hey, I know his cadence next to me. What happens on blocks?
Yeah.
How
I know what he
how
can catch
strong
and
I
what
need
he
to
can't.
be.
Yep.
You
like
could argue that the left tackle is the second most important player on a typical team behind the quarterback.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's the blind side.
Exactly.
Ricardo's making a bold statement, and I kind of want to endorse it. Derek Carr deserves the Jets.
He would do
Like it.
well there.
I like that.
He would do well
I think
there.
he would do well.
I just
think
don't
he
think
would
Mike White deserves that.
Yeah.
yeah, I do too. I think give him a season. Give Mighty Mike a season.
I would like to see.
Trade him.
I'd like to
There you
see
go.
Derek Carr on the Giants. I'd like to see Derek Carr on the Steelers.
Are
Why would you want that?
The only reason why
Y'all
the
deserve
Giants
better
getting
than
rid
that.
of White Michael Vick?
No, that's my thing. The only reason was because Daniel Jones,
about to say.
motherfucker's running fast. It's like,
He's not
why,
that-
why are you so
Jones
quick?
He's not that good.
I was ready to get rid of Daniel Jones last season, and then
But he looks
wheels.
He's quick.
He makes some good throws sometimes. He looks.
But no,
Very
in
regular.
Daniel Jones' defense, he doesn't have a receiving core.
He doesn't.
He doesn't, but man, he ain't it. Like, he's not terrible, but like,
It's one of those teams. Like, imagine if they had a good quarterback.
yeah.
Leave
like,
Blanco Lamar alone.
Blanco Lamar, baby.
I like that.
we don't even know if Lamar's going to stick around.
He's not.
He's going to be a next
no.
quarterback.
Maybe.
I don't think.
Love a
They don't
guy.
have the
Take him.
cap space for Lamar. Lamar's.
don't.
And we
He
don't have a
wants
good
too
enough.
much.
And we don't have a good enough offensive
Does
line.
he still want Deshaun money?
I'm pretty sure he does.
Hell no.
He ain't getting.
No,
that.
quarterbacks-
No quarterback is getting that.
No.
No, after Russ.
They hate
Yeah.
the fucking
And the way-
Browns for doing that shit.
And the way Deshaun has looked,
Oh, it's glorious.
yeah, everyone's like, oh, that contract looks even worse.
Eliminated from the playoffs so far. We got number 11 spot from them.
That's what.
I'll take it.
That agitated me so much when people were saying, "Oh, the Browns have shifted the quarterback market." No, they haven't. No one is looking at the Browns
No.
like they make sound
Every
business
other
decisions.
team was like, "Fuck no."
Yeah.
They'll tell a quarterback real quick, "Nah, you're not getting that here or anywhere else."
you know what this is like crossing over sports. You probably are aware of this. This is what happened with Rudy Gobert.
Oh yeah.
People were like, "No one else is going to do that."
No, that was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. How old was he at that point?
Yeah, I don't know. They're
He's already like the oldest player in the league, right?
They're paying-
Fucking hell.
he's patient zero for COVID.
Oh god,
Which
he's
is-
coughing on people.
Yeah, and they're paying him like 170 million
That
or
is
something like that.
For fucking Rudy Gobert.
For Rudy Gobert, like
Jesus
the guy who
Christ.
like offensively averages like 8 points a game or something like that. It's so yeah.
Not
That
paying that much for a defender.
it was like that where like the Deshaun contract was a lot like that where it was just such a bad business decision. It's like you're not shifting the market. Everyone else in the market's looking at you like you're an
Fucking the
idiot.
dumbest fucking person alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not anything. So Lamar played it wrong.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
And-
he also didn't play very well this season.
Earlier he did.
He had a great first couple games.
He has a stretch. Where that stretch will fall, I don't know.
You never know.
Never in the playoffs. We know that much.
Yeah.
But he just has
That's a
stretches.
playoff win.
One.
As many as Dak.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take that. It's like you compare Dak to Lamar Jackson. Like I'm like,
He hasn't been playing as long as Dak. More success in a shorter period of time.
Hey man, you can't knock me down my hill. I have accepted my casino. I watched the truest
He did
floor.
it for the first time Dak sucked.
That's
He
true.
did say it.
Well, in that first drive, I had given up.
You were
You
mad
already
as
done.
fuck.
Well, you already lost
Dog, it was the first
that early in. Yeah.
But then,
You know what? We're just gonna go right into it.
Dak being
we said what
terrible?
we had to say about.
he wasn't.
We said what we had to say about Carr being benched for Stedham. At the end of the day, I do think that it's just it.
It's a
He's
good
going to get
choice.
traded for sure.
Oh, absolutely. They're just keeping him healthy because of that clause because they have to pay him like $60 million.
They're going to trade him or cut him at the end of the.
Oh, that's right. I read a report that they're going to try to trade him. That's why they're benching him to keep him healthy.
Well, the only thing is with this no
After the Super Bowl.
trade clause, he
They
has
got
to
to
go
work with. But
yeah.
from what I'm getting, he wants out too. So it's going to be one of those mutual things.
He's not even in the facility anymore.
No.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to spend these
Already
2
left.
weeks at home.
He said he doesn't want to be a distraction.
Which is,
that means I'm fucking done.
I don't
Let's get
blame
to the
it.
table
I
and
don't
find
blame
that
Derek
team.
Carr one
That's
bit.
the.
He really has. He has the confidence of a good player, which is crazy.
I was
no,
about to
he
say-
has the soul of a good player. Like,
a good dude. Like,
He
That
just seems
doesn't
like a
mean
good
anything to me.
dude.
I was about to
As
say,
long as he's not
like-
been Big Ben or Deshaun Watson.
I was
You
gonna
could be
say-
a mean guy.
This is the because he's doing the same thing that Baker did when the Browns wanted to bring in Deshaun. He's just doing it in an adult way. It's like, all right, I'm gonna.
That's
leave
true.
it.
He didn't put out a thing on Twitter or anything like that.
now, in his defense, he wasn't getting replaced with Deshaun Watson.
That's true.
I'd be lit. And then you say, we're looking for someone more mature at quarterback.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, no one deserved what Baker had.
Well,
done
to be
him.
fair, we don't know what we don't know about Stidham. He could be a monster.
Good show out.
Yeah, he could be like Zach Wilson, the super villain.
So, like, you guys don't watch college football.
No,
I do.
I remember
he does.
Stidham in Auburn. So, like, I remember the kid, and he impressed me back then. And I've
playing
seen him
against
in
a low
preseason and-
level
and
of
backup.
competition. Yeah,
Well, he's in the SEC.
low level of competition compared to the NFL. I've seen him play in the NFL. Not impressed.
Man.
He ain't it.
Oh, no, I wouldn't make him. He ain't going to be my star, but he's better than a Derek Carr.
I think it's premature on Oakland's part. Or
How
excuse me,
many
Vegas's
how
part.
many points do you think Stedham was going to put on the Chiefs this weekend?
Oh, wait, they play the Chiefs?
They play the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, like,
You know
it
who they
doesn't
play
even
after the
matter.
Chiefs? The 49ers.
He can lead some drives. I say he can get like one touchdown.
Oh, you're going to give him one touchdown?
218.
Derek Carr would get
No, he
14.
would not.
Yes, he
Derek-
would.
I don't think he would.
Yes, he would.
He's literally like gone
Absolute
toe to toe with the
garbage.
Chiefs like every game. They just lose in the end.
Yeah.
It's just a weird divisional thing. Like it's the Chiefs play down to him. He's
They
not
do,
good.
but
No Carr
you're
is
saying
good at
you're
football.
saying that you
No Carr is good at football.
Derek Carr's pretty good at football.
Derek Carr's not even close. to
you're
good
giving
at football.
Stedham you saying Stedham won't make more than one touchdown.
Yeah, that's all I would.
And the Chiefs'
give
defense isn't
Derek
even
Carr
that
no
good.
touchdowns, huh?
The Chiefs' defense isn't
No,
even
it's
that
pretty
good.
terrible.
Yeah, their pass
He
defense
might
is
get
bad.
more than that. I think he'll look good.
How much more?
I have a bet.
Yeah,
What's the bet? What's the number?
one touchdown over 200 yards. Or do I have to do more than? I don't think he'll do more than that. But that's more than what Derek Carr would do.
No. I bet we can look up Derek Carr's stats the first time he played. Oh, how about this? Will he do better than Derek Carr's versus the first time they played the
Oh
Chiefs?
yeah.
Oh, hell, I don't know. I
Let's
don't remember that game.
look up Derek Carr's averages against the Chiefs, and to see if he's better.
Well, that means nothing
Yes, it does, because you said Stidham is better than Derek Carr
right now.
So if you add up his averages, he
No,
should.
that's the past. I'm talking about right now.
But versus 2023.
Or okay, yeah. Let's look at this season then.
Yeah.
What are Derek Carr's stats against the Chiefs this
2020.
season?
Oh, yeah, shit, you're
Yeah.
right.
We haven't hit there yet.
I got New Year's already in my brain.
Yeah, because I think they played them close. Did they not?
I'm pretty sure
I'm
they
pretty
played.
sure. They always play them close.
Yeah, we'll go to this year.
Are we going to get to talk about every dumpster fire team this right now? Because there's one particular I would like to talk about.
Is it the
can go-
Texans?
Oh, no, we already established.
We
that.
can
don't
go
need to
about
talk-
that in the next section because I get to talk about my team.
So on average, he throws for 242, against the Chiefs. The last game, he threw for 241. So you're really splitting a yard at that point.
How many touchdowns? How many interceptions?
Touchdowns, he normally throws for 1.5. And his interceptions are 1. So against the Chiefs, it's 2-0. So do you think he can beat those stats?
Do you think Stid will throw for more than 2 touchdowns and for more than 241 yards?
1.5 touchdowns.
No, it's 2.
It was 2
For this year.
It's 2 this year. You said this year counts more.
and that was just
Those
the
are fluke
Chiefs.
games, though.
Is he better than Stid or not?
Oh no, Stidham's
Then
better
take
than Carr.
then take the bet.
No, absolutely not. He's a backup.
All right. I'm just.
I'm not saying that Derek Carr sucks. I think you're thinking I'm saying that Stidham is good.
I mean, that's what you're vouching.
You literally said
No, I said
Stidham is better than Carr.
They both suck though, so it's kind of.
So he should have. So he should have another. He should have another.
You should say
touchdown.
he's better. Like, what, that's a nigga. You ain't making sense.
Two shitty
I'm
players.
glad I'm not alone on this. I was like,
No, it's two shitty
confused.
players. I mean, Derek Carr wouldn't do anything better than what Stidham would do.
So he'll have similar stats.
That's old games. You don't know how Derek Carr
was
would
that
play.
year.
That was this year. That was October the 10th.
Yeah, but this is December. Like that's old. Derek Carr is
it is the
different
most
now.
recent Chiefs
He's
game.
different now than he was
Well,
then.
he's different
He's
because
worse.
he's different. He's at home. But
Exactly. For a reason, mind you. So yeah,
the Raiders fans who are happy about Derek Carr being benched, I think they're
quite a few.
Oh,
they're
Las
nuts.
Vegas is also at
Why?
home this game.
Look, quick question to all of you: can Derek Carr win you a Super Bowl?
Yes.
Probably.
I mean, with the
what
right
fucking team?
the Jets.
No, I
Any
do not
team
see
that like
at all.
has this competent coach.
Yeah.
I don't see it. San Fran would be the only team I could see.
No, San Fran's a cheat code.
That's
You stop it.
Absolutely.
Hey, do you put Derek Carr in the Rams last year? I bet they could win.
I can see that.
Yeah.
He's in the Matt Stafford
that.
category.
Yes, I think they're very
Oh,
comparable.
fuck no.
No, I don't mean.
Stafford is far better.
No, actually, no.
than Carr.
I'm going to vouch that.
I think they're
I'm
very
with you.
comparable. Actually.
Yeah.
I think they're both in the Hall of very good.
Stafford was pretty
Stafford
bad this
is
year,
in the Hall
bro.
of very good. Derek is in the Hall of mediocre.
No, he's very
He's one
good.
of the most mediocre quarterbacks ever.
Okay, remember Matt Stafford was on the Lions
He did.
Yeah.
God bless his soul.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put him in the Rams,
Yeah.
and he did magic
Got rejuvenated.
because they also did everything in their
stacked that
power to
team.
support that fucking team.
They did.
Put Derek Carr on the Green Bay Packers today.
He lose.
They're a better team than they are
Fuck
with Aaron
no.
than Aaron Rodgers this year.
Terrible.
No, first of all, they're almost in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
No, I mean they really don't have to do much to win. They just have to
Compared to
win.
what they've done
Does
in the
Aaron
past,
Rodgers
they're pretty bad.
have more interceptions this year than Derek Carr?
We can.
Derek Carr actually has very few interceptions.
He
Which
didn't
is
have that
impressive.
many this season.
No,
He's not
he's had
winning games.
Derek Carr's had quite a few recently. I think he's had 14 on the year.
No, that's about
Oh
right.
wait, I guess it's just because of the averages that I'm seeing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like this year, he's turned over the ball a lot.
Interception machine.
Yeah, because they have a stupid coach. He's a
Yeah,
bad
the
coach.
is terrible.
Yeah, he hasn't
He's there for another year.
had. I know.
Jesus Christ.
They're benching the wrong guy.
Oh no, I'd get rid of Carr too. He ain't done shit since before either. So like, what are we doing here?
He's never
We're just
had
spinning
him.
our wheels. He's just not good enough. He is a quarterback who needs a excellent team built around him
I don't think he's.
in order to do anything.
I don't think he can like elevate a bad team
No, he
to
can't.
playoff status.
Not even remotely. He doesn't make bad,
But-
decent, like mediocre players good. He's just a guy who throws the
But
ball.
I think-
14 interceptions
Yeah.
this season for Carr.
Okay, and how many for Aaron Rodgers? I think Aaron Rodgers probably has like 12.
I think that's like 12.
Are we gonna make a bet about this real quick?
No, because this is just data that we're not aware of.
Them stats.
Analytics.
Yeah, because I only take bets like that when I know I'm right.
You've taken a lot with me where you have been very wrong.
No.
We'll talk about one in a little bit.
Like I remember making a bet.
Damn, they got Aaron Rodgers shit so bright.
It's
It
yellow.
should be. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I think he has like 12.
Cars was black, and then now it
11.
11? Okay.
I'd still take him. Well, no, I don't know. Aaron Rodgers he
would
played the
take
Cowboys and then woke up, and so now he's playing good.
He played badly against the Dolphins.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, I watched that game. And they-
Oh wait, no, he had interceptions in that. I did not watch that game.
Yeah,
It's
he
not
threw
consistent.
interceptions.
I had no
against-
dog in that
This
fight.
season.
Yeah, so I would take I'd take Derek Carr and Aaron Rodgers at this point.
So I'm gonna
I mean,
spin.
the Raiders have no O line at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, and Derek Carr's teammates like him, unlike Aaron Rodgers.
That's true.
Yeah.
They do like the guy.
You mind if I spin this section real
Yeah,
quick?
go for it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and leave the topic.
Yeah, no, spin the section. This is where we get to talk about our individual teams. Just real quick.
Oh, good subject.
Yeah, I was like, you
Skull,
know,
you gonna talk about him?
we'll talk about all of them.
No,
Now,
I literally wrote this just TJ getting to talk about his
I know we're all gonna do it.
yeah.
At least me. I don't know what this guy wants.
Now, I will say, let me preface it by saying, first play, I was not very happy. Look, this nigga, Dak really fucked it up just for me one time and then looked at the camera and said, y'all got y'all tumble 22?
yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Dak.
No,
Did us a solid.
I've hit this place of nirvana because I was like, I don't know how to describe what the fuck I just saw.
I'm gonna read it.
Where this man, so the Cowboys beat the Eagles this week. And
The
this
Gardner Minshew Eagles.
doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's not Gardner Minshew was not on defense. I mean, he wasn't.
It's fine. I mean,
He dunked on a defense.
you beat one
He
half of
did
the
turn
ball.
over the ball twice.
Yeah.
Make it easier for you.
Oh, but
But he always-
did you watch the turnovers? Those were like fights for the ball. Those
Yeah.
weren't like
one was ripped out of receiver's hands.
like Gardner Minshew wasn't like Gardner Minshew did not play bad. Like I don't want
He
that to
played
come
like
across.
a solid backup.
He played
Yeah.
really good.
yeah.
And to be fair, they played us during a backup. It's whatever. That's why I'm not discounting it. Like
Right.
Yeah.
it was both these games. I don't know what the fuck happened because Dak said, all right, I got it out the way. I'm gonna play perfectly. And I'm not kidding you, he went perfect in that first half.
He did okay.
No, he played perfect. He did not miss a reception,
Still
Tommy.
had an interception.
He did not miss a.
He had an INT. I don't like to see those on my quarterback.
I don't give a fuck if you win against a 2 Pro Bowl cornered, really good
I mean,
defense.
this game didn't really matter.
It does? What the fuck you mean?
They already clinched the playoffs. They're good.
Yeah.
They've both clinched the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
We're going for
I
number
don't
one,
care.
baby.
It doesn't matter. They're still going to beat you in the playoffs anyway if you run into them.
No.
DJ messaged our group. It took 3 plays. It took 3 goddamn plays. Fucking Dak blows.
Yeah. I was super mad.
Did I put a heart by that?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Tommy liked it.
But no, I got to give him. I think this helped me accept it. I can have the best quarterback. I can have the worst.
You don't know what you're going to get?
I don't really know what I'm going to
Never
get.
know what you're going to get.
Because
But-
he looked amazing after that interception.
He looked really good. I was like, those. Honestly, he was. What I do like, what I saw that game was, he took the interception. He was like, "Fuck it, it happens." But then he was also playing tough.
Yeah, he was.
He was supposed to get sacked in that. The one play where he was supposed to get sacked in the pocket, and he just toughs it out.
Yeah.
That's some hard grind ball. I do have a lot more confidence because no matter what, this was not a game where our defense was showing out.
No.
It was like they fought for the ball twice.
They've been falling off a little bit there.
Falling off a lot.
Yeah.
but-
What's going on?
I think injuries. We've been.
Hey,
kind
we
of-
injured
I
a
don't-
few of y'all.
I don't think Micah Parsons is Defensive Player of the Year anymore.
No, I don't think so.
No, because they've had to play him off the ball to
Oh,
compensate.
he gets hold every play.
Oh, yeah, they double team the fuck
They
out
do
of him.
hold him a lot.
Yeah.
But no, he gets but he's been playing off the ball because of the injury, so to compensate some of that. Because we don't have
linebacker.
Van Der Esch, which automatically
hurt?
Van Der Esch is out for a little bit. And
he
then
was still
our
good,
cornerback is just fucking we have none except
Yeah.
Diggs.
The Cowboys
Only
need to stop
sometimes.
drafting linebackers in Pennsylvania.
But the whole thing, but so this was like a true blue showcase of it has to rely on the offense, and honestly, it has to rely on Dak.
Yeah.
And he came through
Yep.
and dropped it on that defense. So I feel good going into the playoffs.
Why?
I just know, well, because I know I can get that high point against certain points.
What's the end game here? Where are you trying to go in the playoffs?
A place that your team can never hit. So
they
shut
will
the fuck
never
up.
go ever.
Nah,
Oh no, ever. But yeah, no. Honestly,
No.
how far do you seriously think the Cowboys? can go?
I've already said I have a bet from the start of the
NFC.
season was the NFC
NFC,
Championship.
okay.
Yeah.
Now do I think they're gonna? We'll have to see it because I think that
It's a weird season. To
it's
be
really
fair.
weird. But plain and simple, you can't I can't take there's no kind of dancing around the fact he basically gave the ball away on the first drive, started at a 10-point deficit, and then was like, fuck it, I'm gonna play perfectly, and did. He played like an amazing quarterback that entire rest of the game.
Yeah.
Like a top tier,
An elite quarterback.
like an elite quarterback, and shout out to T.Y. Hilton. Third and 30.
Man, dude, at 34, he still
He was
beat
quick.
Yeah, he still
He
beat
beat Slay. He just
Fast,
dead ass.
man. He was such a problem for us for years.
He cleared Slay.
I didn't know
he
he's
always
still-
got like damn near 200 yards every game.
Yeah, I didn't
with
know
us.
he still had
he's-
that feet, dude. He
That's his
he literally
specialty.
just beat him in a foot race.
Yeah, him in Texas is effective.
He had 2 defenders on him, and he just said, and said, "I'm gonna play for my millies." No, it was weird because, man, I felt like it just kind of clicked in my head where I was like, I have to accept what I accept and let the Cowboys do the Cowboys things, which is, I'd rather, hey, you know what, now, Dak, just honestly throw it to the other team at the start of the game every game. Just do it. Get it out the way. Get the taste out your mouth, and then keep it moving because, like, say what you will, that was 347 on a defense that hasn't given that up this entire year.
That's true. Yeah. Mhm.
And and it wasn't like they weren't healthy, and they gifted the rest of the league because Lane Johnson got hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we chipped away at that. We chipped away at some of them players.
This is the first time I think the Eagles have looked legitimately vulnerable.
They've had moments.
Yeah.
that season. No, this was the epitome of it.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do when Jalen comes back. They seem to rally around him like none other. So
It was, and that was my thing. It didn't even look like they, like Garner played really well.
it
for
was a
what-
good game.
It was a good
It
game.
wasn't a
really
blowout in any way. It was solid.
Like our defense was trying to lose us the game.
They came down to the wire for
Yeah.
sure. It was a tight game.
But I got to see something from a quarterback that I said I do co-sign that.
No,
This
I
is,
would be pissed if I was you.
I would not.
How are you not?
Why would I be mad?
Motherfucker, do this every goddamn game. You can't. That's why we don't like you, Dak. I'm speaking for me.
Well, how do I
Like,
put it?
I do not like inconsistent. That's the most important thing for a quarterback. Be fucking consistent. You don't have to do it every game. It needs to be the majority of games.
Bro, you like Joe Burrow.
He's consistent as fuck.
No, he's not.
When it matters, he is, and it
And
matters now.
It mattered now, nigga. Like what the
They
one?
won. They're doing great now. What are you talking about?
They weren't consistent. They lost to the Steelers at the beginning
Also,
of
At
the
the
season.
beginning of the season, he was all fucked up, like post surgery and shit. He didn't have it in his eyes. He just
Also,
wasn't there.
Sounds
context here.
inconsistent to
And
me.
Jamar got hurt, like he wasn't there. But I don't give a fuck. You can suck. I'd rather you suck at the beginning and light that shit on fire now when
But
it
you
matters.
just said consistency.
So, yeah.
when it
that's-
matters. I'm sorry.
that's the-
Consistency when it matters. I don't care if you suck early on. Playoff time, grind time, when it matters, play well. When
Also,
the pressure is on, play
We're
well.
11-4. Like it's not like we're bad.
Y'all doing all right.
You know who is consistent? Cooper Rush.
He was very consistent.
And then he got his ass beat by that Eagles
One bad
defense.
game.
I was
Again,
like,
he allowed one, and that was his one, and he never got another shot.
of course not, because it's against the best defense, which that came in and showed and proved it. So I mean, I felt very confident.
They took their foot off the gas.
No,
game.
they didn't.
They did.
They
They
didn't.
really didn't take the.
feel
It was
like
back
they
and
did.
forth.
It was.
Yeah.
No, I know they can do that with their backups against
They were
them.
throwing haymakers at each other all game. It was a fun game.
It was a fun
Very fun
game.
game.
It was a good game, and you can't
Good
take
luck
that
in the
away.
playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
They already
Because
clinched a spot.
I know.
No, okay.
because right now, it depends on how things pan out. If the Eagles win this week, fucking Dallas, I don't care. Like, rest your players, lose out. Like, I'd rather have a fresh team come
That last
playoffs.
week's gonna be real shitty for some games. 'Cause, yeah,
But if the Eagles lose this week, which I don't believe they will,
they won't.
No, I think they're gonna bounce back.
they didn't like the taste of loss.
Is Gardner playing again?
I don't know yet.
So if I were the
I would
Eagles,
play
This,
Gardner.
this is a weird week for injuries where Gardner might play, Derrick Henry might be out. Like,
Well,
yeah.
that doesn't matter. That team is so fucking done. It's not even funny.
Nah, I
Derek
would-
needs to stay. I would refuse to show up.
So
to the
you're
goddamn
gonna
facility.
pick the Jaguars last week?
Oh, I will buy a fucking jersey.
I'm picking the
for
Jaguars
the
next
Jags.
week.
I'm picking the Jags.
To let those bitches lose that way would give me so much glory. I would be thrilled. I love watching them lose this weekend. It was great. Knowing I want to bet on top of it.
Yeah.
It's great. Which one of y'all motherfuckers picked them again?
Not me, dude.
Oh, pick them. Y'all all picked them.
we all
No.
picked to beat the Texans.
Foolish. I can tell.
Okay,
I tell you,
I-
they win every year. It never fails.
The bet that I picked was I'm picking the Chiefs to beat the Bengals in the playoffs.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah, I was with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, I still think Bengals got it, but that's a good bet. Betting for the Titans, terrible bet. The dumbest thing any human
I was
being.
feeling-
I don't know.
possibly
You know
do.
what? In your defense, and I've been saying this since they
This is exactly what I said they would do.
No,
Fall
showed
off
up
a
for our
fucking cliff.
Showed up for our game. Texans have been putting up a fight
They need to
close
fucking
out the
stop.
year.
These stupid, dumb motherfuckers need to stop. What are you playing for, you dumb bastards?
Pride.
Stop. No, pride don't mean shit to us. The fans, the ones who pay your fucking salaries, you stupid, lame-ass players. Stop. Lose everything because you're fucking losers anyway. Play your part. Play your fucking role so we can get a real team. Fuck the idiots, Gertz. It's such a dumb fucking organization.
Bro,
I
you're
swear
not
to
getting
God.
Bryce Young. What do you want?
I know he's not. That's fine. I don't care anymore.
You don't deserve Bryce Young.
We don't. I admit that. We don't. I was like, I was leery. I'm like, does this kid, will he really come in? Is he going to pull an Eli? He totally would have pulled an Eli.
He flat out said he would.
And I appreciate him doing that instead of doing it on the night. Thank you, Bryce. I don't blame you, man. This organization, it's garbage. Not as much garbage as the Titans, his team.
They're not my team.
You love them.
I like them, but
no,
they're
they're
my team.
garbage, as you saw. So yeah, no, it's just them losing to the worst team in the league is beautiful. It really
I'm
was great.
kind of undercutting that because they don't they came and played. They've been playing these last few weeks.
Yeah,
they've
it
actually been
means nothing
entertaining
to
in a
me.
sense because they were using 2 quarterbacks the entire game. The only team that's allowed to do that is the Saints.
My only consolation prize was your guy, Malik Willis. Is that him?
Oh, he's terrible.
He is trash. I told you,
No,
man.
see, I saw him in college. And he
Yeah.
had it- no, look,
That's
you
why I don't
gotta-
watch college ball.
The thing is, you have to translate your skills from college to the pros.
Dude, he played at
Mahomes-
Liberty.
Yeah, which was terrible. But his style was effective if he could have honed it properly because he was good at throwing on the run. Mobile quarterback who could actually throw. It
can.
could be a good
Yeah, when you're
combination.
playing like
You
in
can't do
Division
that in
3,
NFL.
yeah.
Exactly. Like he couldn't translate it.
really
and
bad.
he's really bad. He's from Liberty, so that's fine. If there was any
That's what
bust,
Marco has been saying for
One-
like
True.
all season.
hey,
I said it on the draft.
Yeah, that's right. You did. It's been like over a
I
year.
was about
You were
to say,
so mad because it's like, I want my black quarterback taken.
he was good in college. I was like, he's an entertaining player.
Yeah,
I wanted
when
it
you're in
to work.
Division 3.
Very true. It didn't work for Carson Wentz or Trey Lance. Both terrible. But yeah, no. Like, yeah, he sucks as a pro.
Yeah, he's
a waste.
really bad.
But everything's a waste there. So it's fine.
Gertz, how you feeling about your
Vrabel
team?
deserves to be fired today.
Vrabel's not getting fired.
He should. They're going to make him the GM.
I mean, we are technically still alive, which is nice. They saved Christmas in my house, or I should say, Derek Carr saved Christmas with that interception, the immaculate interception on the date or the 50th anniversary.
On that note, that's something that we should talk about. Like,
Yeah.
just real quick, that apparently that game was an homage to the Immaculate Reception.
Yeah, it was the 50th anniversary, and Franco Harris died earlier that week.
And they put up a Mexican flag for some reason next to his name.
Italian.
No, it was Mexican. It was supposed to be Italian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well, at least he had a real statue.
Yeah.
compared-
Same colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
You guys don't deserve all the great players that you've had.
we drafted.
They literally draft him and pick them. So
I know.
Yeah, that's how winning is done.
You ain't lying. If only every team could do that.
But yeah, like our whole family was on edge just because it was the holidays and the Steelers winning. I was like, okay, everyone is already in a much better mood.
Mahudor.
Yeah,
could lose to that team.
because if
That
we
would have been bad.
if we had lost to that team and that at that night, I would have been like, man, this is not good for Christmas.
Yeah.
So-
Gertz unwrapping presents, crying.
Yeah. Just because it would made everyone be in a shitty mood. So it did make everyone in a much better mood. And we'll see if Tomlin. Part of me hopes they just go 8-1.
Fuck it. It's at 500.
Yeah, like if
Never
Tomlin.
had a losing season.
Nope.
I want Tomlin to keep that streak alive. I want him to
I do
continue.
too. I really do want him to keep that streak.
Yeah.
His players want him to too.
Yeah. So we'll see. Our offensive coordinator Matt Kennedy.
I heard he's gone.
He needs to go. Yeah,
I read
he's
an article today.
They
that
hate
said,
that dude so
he's
much, the fans
likely
do?
out. Yeah.
Yeah, he's terrible because I look at our team and I see our quarterback could be good. We'll see. Like, there's nothing about
He's
him.
not playing in an offense that.
So
Right.
to make the playoffs, do y'all just have to win out?
We need to win out, and we need the Dolphins to lose.
I think
those
everybody
things are
needs the
possible.
Dolphins to lose.
Yeah,
I think the Dolphins will lose.
and I
to
think we need the Patriots to beat. The Patriots play the Dolphins next. Who the Jets play? I think we need the Jets to lose.
be. Either way, they need to lose.
I think the Jets need to lose. I think the Dolphins.
All
need to
that
lose.
shit can happen.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
still possible. It's
If
like
you make the playoffs, good God,
I'd be so fun.
you made it with the corpse of Big Ben. and
I'd
you'll
be
make
so
it with-
fucking happy.
You might actually win a playoff game because then you would
Mini
play the
hand
Jags.
The Jags look pretty good right now.
They look good now.
Yeah.
We'll
yeah.
see what happens, but they're still a beatable team.
Yeah.
Always,
I don't ever want to hear consistency come out your mouth again.
What do you mean?
It's like they look good now. I was like,
Look
no,
good
they're
now.
consistent right now. They're on fire.
Right now, yes, that's good.
Trevor Lawrence has been.
That's all that
consistent.
matters.
Trevor, you
He
can
found
tell.
something.
Like
he loves his coach, which is good. That always helps.
he's playing like someone who like has something to play for now, and that's
Yes.
He
good.
found
Yeah.
whatever fire he was looking for. It seems like he found it.
And not to talk about your team, just talk about them in general, because it's not your team. The Vikings, they look
We're
just about.
no in 1 point games, 1 score games.
Always.
I hate that stat
Never
because
fails.
there are a lot of one-score games in the NFL.
Not as many
Y'all
as
were
they
not
are.
one score against us.
Like the isn't it
know.
like the average win differential in the NFL is 5 points. It's
Yeah.
less than a touchdown.
Yeah, but, we beat Aaron Rodgers, so
yeah.
You did
It's like
Y'all can
rock
do it.
paper scissors NFC.
He came out of retirement to fuck y'all up. Just suck the life out of your fam. It was glorious. I'll never I hate the guy, but in that moment I was like, yes, good job.
So
You dusty old bastard. Good job.
I
We
mean,
beat them. He beat us. We don't really know.
That's all you guys just beat
that's
each
what
other.
there is a rock paper scissors things where like the Vikings will lose to the Cowboys will lose to the Packers.
Yeah.
and
We
then,
just can't do anything. It's
NFC
like
is weird.
I'm like, what the fuck happens? Aaron Rodgers. I don't know what he just shows up and he's like, is that blue and silver?
yeah.
I gotta fuck that up.
Yeah, he does play well against the Cowboys.
and then on the other side of the ball, I believe that like the Chiefs will beat the Bills in the playoffs. The Bills will beat the Bengals. Like it's just
Yeah.
a weird rock paper scissors
Yeah.
thing.
You're right.
Yeah.
Those are the only 3 teams to me that have a shot.
Which ones?
Bills, KC. I mean AFC, Bills, KC, and the Bengals. I
Yeah.
don't see anybody else really sneaking their way in there.
Yeah.
I mean, well, the thing on the NFC side that we're not considering is that the 49ers are like haven't lost a game since they got
That's-
seen.
Yeah. Oh, time out. I know. We mention him every week. Brock Purdy, you looking real good.
Yeah.
It's looking
yeah.
really good.
I'm gonna say keep your eye on the Ravens. If Lamar comes back,
What is his timetable?
they're keeping that shit under wraps from what I
They
can
really
tell,
are.
which is smart.
And I like
How long
that.
has
Yeah.
he been out? Like 3 weeks?
At least 2, if not 3.
High ankle sprain, was it?
I think so.
That's like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And it takes a week or so
probably
to
gonna
get
be ready
back.
for the playoffs for sure, though.
Because I think the Ravens have already clinched.
They
the playoff
clinched,
spot.
yeah. So they might as well just rest his ass to
Exactly.
the playoffs
Yeah.
and take it from there.
So keep your eye on them.
See if you want to earn that money now. Huh?
I would take the Ravens with
That's-
a healthy Lamar over the Bengals.
And that's a perfect test for him.
Yeah.
And his money, because that's the one thing.
Yeah, if he beats Joe Burrow in the playoffs, then I think it's like, all right,
Yeah,
give that
we
guy
can
that
pay
contract.
you. Yeah. So it's going to be his
But
climax.
it's going to take beating Joe
It's gonna be
Burrow in the
rough.
playoffs.
It's going to be hard to do.
I don't know what Joe Burrow's going.
Just don't throw 3 interceptions like Ryan fucking Tannehill, Lamar.
He might.
Lost me a bet.
I don't know, man. Interceptions superpower my quarterback, so I don't know.
True.
It's basically like Goku or the Saiyans.
Yeah, he has to struggle first.
Yeah. Yeah, he has to get the shit kicked out of him before he comes back stronger.
I think Ryan Tannehill's a free agent when he goes to Pittsburgh.
I don't want him. He made me
It's
mad.
actually
I wouldn't
really
want
funny
Tannehill
that
for
Gertz
you.
is just like desperate for a quarterback.
He's
It's
gonna
like
get Derek Carr,
they
but
have
you don't
like
want-
3.
They're like the same guy,
They-
Derek Carr. And
They
Ryan Tannehill.
paid for Mitch Trubisky. They drafted another one. Like they're
They're
cut-
desperate.
Yeah,
They're very desperate. Yeah.
But none of them are like.
Tannehill alone.
Pickett. They drafted.
Like I don't think Pickett's bad.
No, I think
No, he's a rookie.
I see potential in
Yeah.
Pickett. I really do.
But it's just nice to have that security blanket of a competent quarterback.
Guy you know is good. Yeah.
Also, I don't know how long TJ Watt's going to last. Every time I see him kick up in the air, I'm like, "Eee."
His brother
Wow.
lasted, what, 12?
Yeah.
He'll
Time
last
out.
around that,
Speaking
too.
of what,
Oh, yeah.
We're going to
Second.
talk about our last off the cuff topic.
My guy,
Your guy, the hero of Houston.
the best player in the franchise history.
Yeah, actually, probably
Will be the only
Him
Hall
or
of
Mi-
Famer I think we're going to have.
Yeah.
Or Staubach. No, not Staubach. What was you have so many throwaway quarterbacks.
Oh,
that-
none
Schaub.
of them. Schaub.
Schaub,
None of
that's
them-
what I was thinking
Ain't none
of.
of them making the Hall of Fame.
you think JJ's moving back?
Huh?
Moving back to Houston?
I think he has
He already
a house in Houston.
Yeah, he's not really left. His wife, there's wives from there. Everybody's from there.
Yeah, they're like,
He just didn't want to play for that shitty ass team. I can't blame him for that. But no, yeah, Houston's his home. They might put a fucking statue outside for him.
Yeah.
He
Well,
deserves it.
Well,
do you-
JJ Watt was crying at
He's a
the
hero.
end of this last game. It was his last home game, and he
People are
announced
like,
his
what's wrong
retirement.
with him? Yeah. And it was very low key the way he said it.
I mean, he looks like Mr. Football for
he's
sure.
absolutely Mr.
Oh,
Football.
Yeah, he looks like he eats footballs.
Yeah.
I think universally he's one of those players that almost everybody likes.
Yeah.
He's a stud, a star, and
Everything you want out of a player.
And I honestly, like, he's probably the one where, like, it stings that he hasn't gotten a ring
Yeah,
because
it's rough.
Yeah.
I think he's just so talented. And I think I put it in the chat, but I said I think the thing with
Yeah.
hold up 1 second, sir, we're on a show.
Sorry, I didn't expect that notification to be that. Yeah.
Let's see, 3 of us have our heads on right now. Where are you?
Sorry.
Get your head in the game, son.
I need JJ Watt here to yell.
But nah, like I think the Kyler thing like was the kind of the lock in because coming back from an ACL, that's another season. I really feel like that was kind of the cum de grace.
All his injuries too.
Yeah.
Like they had to put a defibrillator on him this season. I forgot what happened to him, but yeah, like he's had some terrible injuries. Like shit, most players probably shouldn't come back from.
Yeah.
He comes back from them, and he
But he looked
still looked good.
he still looked great that
that's
last
what I'm
game.
saying. He's still something left in the tank, but the man has a family and just had a baby.
Yeah, he
so it's
did.
like, yeah, he's starting to prioritize shit, and that sucks, man. Every Texans fan would like, yeah, leave, go to a team that can get you a ring because we all wanted him to win a fucking Super Bowl because he deserves it so much.
Yeah.
Well, the Cardinals did look like a super team for a little bit.
No,
They
he
had the-
should have went to either Tampa or KC. Just pull a KD. Just go to the obvious team and just call it a day. He should have went to L.A. and went on the other side of Aaron Donald.
I think in both sides with Tampa having that strong defense and I mean the Kansas City not needing an old white linebacker, like he was a detriment, honestly.
No, hell no.
Oh, J.J. Watt is not a detriment. You bring him in
To
certain
both those people?
situations.
To both those teams?
Fuck no.
No, who does KC? That defense is not that great. They have what?
I don't
Chris
think-
Jones
Chris
is pretty
Jones
damn
is
great.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
all
with
they
add
have.
JJ to that
Add
mix.
JJ to that. That's one's getting double team, one ain't.
Yeah.
And if JJ is open, like if you, it's not 2 people on him, or at least that's a stud ass tackle. He's getting through that.
Well, maybe the
Right now, he'll
maybe
do
the
that.
retirement's like a scheme so he can come back to another team, huh?
That's what Ricardo was
Well,
saying.
I think he's pretty much.
I think
done.
he's done.
No, I think he's done.
I think he's done.
Yeah, his
I
body's
think
done.
this is like an Andrew Luck type retirement. He's just smelling the roses.
Yeah.
And
That's all you
Yeah.
can do. You can't win them all. You can't get that ring all the time, which sucks.
But he gets but for sure a Hall of
Oh, he's
Famer.
a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, he's on
like
first
4-time All.
And then he'll be in the Texas Hall of Fame. Texans.
Yeah, like they're gonna probably do that shit next season. So
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna honor him as they should.
real quick question on that note.
Yeah.
Players that have never won a Super Bowl that deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I'll
Still
go
in the
really
league?
quick. No, they don't have to be in the league.
Marino?
'Cause, well, Marino's an obvious answer.
It's
That's
one
fine.
more other than JJ.
I'm gonna go Witten.
Witten, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Witten's one.
He
They're
did.
talking about players who aren't in the Hall of Fame yet.
He
Yeah.
killer tight end. Yeah.
Yeah. He'll be there. It's not many, really.
There's a lot. What are you
Really?
talking about?
Who else? Great
I'm pretty
players.
picky with it.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, Larry Fitz did
Yes.
not. You're right. Megatron.
Oh, Megatron for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they should have just.
Is he not in? Or is it?
He's in the Hall of Fame.
No, we meant should have got a ring.
Oh, should have gotten
Yeah.
players who are in the Hall of Fame that should have gotten a ring.
Yeah, like or Hall of Fame like do and
The
should have
fact
got
he
a ring.
only played as long as he played and made it to the first ballot Hall of Famer should tell you a lot. He would have been the best wide receiver in history if he would have stayed.
But he was on the Lions, and
That was the problem.
that's a soul sucking,
Yeah.
soul sucking.
Barry Sanders left early. Like teams leave early from that organization because it's just such a hopeless ass. It's only so much a Detroit a human being can take. Like they should be
Eminem
like
had to leave.
And
Eminem left.
the worst,
Oh, they
and the
all
worst
do.
problem is like it's not just like it's the organization itself too, because they also had beef with Megatron for a while,
They did.
and he didn't like him
Yeah.
at all.
It's a terrible organization.
Just players in general that should have got a ring, kind of thing.
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't think many deserve. Like Romo didn't deserve a ring.
I think Romo kind of did deserve to win a ring.
No,
The fact that it's fine that you can disagree, but it's just like Romo literally had to play against his defense. The defense was terrible the entire time
It's
Romo
terrible
was
for
there.
like a decade.
I
Yeah.
would say Andrew Luck.
Andrew
Yeah,
Luck for
Andrew
sure.
Luck's
I felt bad for Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
Because anytime the Steelers played him, I was nervous because Andrew Luck would do some
We played him.
ridiculous
I
shit.
was nervous.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, dude, this like the punishment he took. It hurt
Yeah.
us to watch.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll give you what the year Romo got cucked on what was a catch. I felt pretty fire about the Cowboys that year.
Yeah.
And that was hoed. But there was other instances throughout the year because it was the Packers, right? So
Yeah.
we just can't win against them ever. That'll be fine. I've accepted that.
Damian Tomlinson.
That's a good answer.
Oh, he,
Chad brought up Donovan McNabb,
Yeah.
Donovan got to a Super Bowl, right?
but he didn't win.
Yeah.
Oh, Junior
Eagles-
Seau, yeah.
Junior
That's a
Seau.
good one, yeah.
Because the Eagles didn't win until Nick Foles.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. We talked about that last week, that the Eagles only have one Super Bowl.
On to take a lap. I'm going to choose the Lions running backs. They literally just fucking quit. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Something's going on there.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I don't have
Oh, Tony Gonzalez didn't get a ring.
Oh, that's the obvious
That's the
answer.
obvious.
Jesus Christ.
That's a
Greatest
biggie.
tight end of
Yeah.
all time.
Yeah.
Dude, he was so good.
Yeah.
Man, that does hurt.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Like you get your individual, flowers. That's all well and good, but
Yeah.
like that ring that's it. That's the prize.
To win a Super Bowl.
It's so many dudes are like, you can keep MVP. I just want a fucking ring.
Yeah.
Can we cap rings?
Yeah.
No more for you, Tom Brady.
Yeah, he took most of them.
Yeah.
Gee.
I really feel like he's going to complete two hands.
So yeah,
That's what he's doing.
Thanos.
I don't think the way that he's
No,
playing.
he's not. He's a free agent this season. He can go to another team.
No, he's going home to recover his broken life.
No, they said he might play another 4 years.
He needs to go
He
home.
sacrificed his whole life for this game, TJ.
He needs to go home.
That's all he has now.
He needs to go home
To
Nothing
what?
left.
To nothing?
to his
Yeah.
kids.
They're with their mother.
Yeah.
He's going home to an empty house
Yep.
with fruits and vegetables, and
No.
that's it. Avocados. That's
No sons to kiss on the mouth anymore.
it. No souls to suck.
They're gonna grow to hate their father.
Yeah, my father gave us up for football. That's therapy waiting to happen. Yeah,
100%. My dad never loved me. He just kissed me on the
Football
mouth.
more than us.
Take a lap. I'll come back to me. I have to think about that one.
Okay.
Derek Carr.
That's fair. I mean, he threw the game
He's
stealing
trash.
interception.
Go ahead.
I was going to go with Tua until I found out that he was playing with a concussion for a half.
You felt bad.
I kind of did because I was
Yeah.
like, oh, he shouldn't have even been out there.
No.
Because he was the reason they lost that game.
Right there.
But
Cardo's right.
me for picking the Titans. I was feeling really good when they were 7-3.
Yeah, you were really feeling yourself.
And then
back
they lost 4 in a row,
Yeah,
5 in a
Looks
row.
like you're gonna lose that bet.
I
You lost it.
yeah. Venmo me or send me your receipt for the shirt.
I got you.
I'm gonna go with Nick Foles.
Oh, damn it.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's,
Gotcha.
Nick Foles looked really bad.
He
Nick
will.
Foles should-
No, I'm going to tack onto that one.
That's
Yeah.
fine. He was bad enough for both of us.
He deserves to.
Let me get a piece of that pie.
Yeah.
Nick Foles should not be playing football anymore.
No.
God damn.
Destroying his legacy out there.
It's like someone literally pulled him from like a nap and threw him in a game. And said,
No, dude,
play.
rolled him out of a recliner that he was sleeping
Yeah,
in.
because he looked like someone who just woke up.
Yeah.
because I was ready to be like, man, Saturday, you got to change something up. But he tried.
Yeah, he did.
They got a new QB this week. It's like they're just going round robin. They don't care.
First they said he has a shot to get the permanent job.
Jeff Saturday won both of the challenges, which is big for a
That's
coach.
huge.
He's won more challenges than games.
So if he had good players and a quarterback, who knows what a Jeff Saturday could do? You know?
To be fair, I know I don't want to. Man, I do. I want Saturday to get the run back with a competent,
Yeah.
with some because he doesn't have. They don't have an O line. He doesn't have a Jonathan Taylor, and that QB situation was fucked.
Yep.
And I've said that
Horrendous.
for a while.
Yeah.
I said that before.
Yeah.
It's just decline year after year.
Frank Reich fucked it up.
Well, I think they had the wrong attitude. Where it's just like, just plug in any quarterback.
No, that's exactly the
plug in a
attitude.
veteran.
Yeah.
It's like maybe you should develop a quarterback with his system a little bit more.
Yeah.
Also, like if you want a quarterback who's like a quick fix, Carson Wentz Are you kidding me?
Matt Ryan ain't got that many years.
Yeah, Matt
Man, you
Ryan's
picked Matt
old.
Ryan at the wrong time.
Matt Ryan's old. Carson Wentz is dumb.
Yeah,
You can't
and broken.
You can't put a dumb quarterback in an offense and have them pick it up quick. Yeah.
I mean,
not Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy
Like
Garoppolo
the reason luck,
smart at
the
quarterback.
reason luck worked so well for them
Yeah.
was because you had a quarterback that had time.
yeah.
And they just need to do that. They just need to, like, I don't know why they aimed old.
Yeah.
They need
No,
to
look,
aim young.
It was Gertz's theory of that. You just need a vet. Well, one quarterback away. That's what they felt like.
Hell no. Their whole O-line and the system away.
Yeah, no. While they were doing that, everything else broke down. Plus, your quarterback
Yeah.
sucks.
They were a quarterback-
Like you have to maintain a team. It's like a car. Like you got to maintain it.
They were a quarterback.
and they weren't.
They were a quarterback away the year they had Phillip Rivers.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
that was like 2
They
or 3
were.
years ago.
Right.
And it's like, oh, now that window is closed a little bit. You got
Oh,
to
it's
do more.
closed a lot of it.
Yeah, you got to do more work.
Yeah. Like they got injuries and shit, but like that team's missing just a lot. It's just
Needs a spark.
needs a big spark. And the quarterback, I think, is the only thing that can kind of give it that in health. Like those two things. can
No,
give it
quarterback
a
and
spark.
O-line.
Yeah.
You know, that
'Cause if-
O-line was good at one point.
Because if they get
It
an
was very
O-line,
good.
if they get an O-line, they can figure something out.
Yeah, I think it was like the next best O-line after Dallas's at one point. Like it was a solid ass O-line.
Dallas doesn't even have a top 3.
No, not anymore. I mean, back when theirs was thriving. Yeah, Colts
Yeah.
was too. And
Did you see what Jim Irsay said about Frank Reich? Like he said, I gave him a long-term contract sooner than I would.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I was like, you're the owner.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah, you're the owner of
He
the
didn't
team.
remember. He likes to party.
Should the Colts get a QB in the draft? Yes.
Yes.
Oh no, that's what I fear. Like, because Texans are gonna fuck up that number 1 pick because they're fuck ups.
What if the Colts get Bryce Young?
No, that's what they would do. Like, no, if Chicago gets that number 1 pick, Chicago's gonna trade out of it to get more picks to build around Justin
They want
Fields.
Justin Fields still.
And they're gonna probably give it to these fuckers. They're gonna get Bryce Young and go off to the races. And we're stuck with a Will Levis. I'll take Max Duggins, the kid from TCU. Anybody. I'll take anyone.
Are we going to watch
Literally
college games this
anyone.
weekend?
Who's playing? Are these the big ones?
The big ones.
Oh yeah. What? Well, I don't know when they start. Like
New Year's
7-ish?
Day.
Oh, I have nothing to do on New Year's
Yeah.
Day. I'm down. You don't do college.
Is New Year's Day Sunday?
New Year's Day. We can watch so much football on Sunday if we wanted
Yeah,
to.
good.
I'm doing that.
All right.
Because I'm off Monday.
Yeah, I'd be down for coordinating something.
Yeah.
All right, I'm off Monday too. On that
too.
note, attaboy, I'm gonna give it to Kirk Cousins because he fucking held steady this game.
Yes, he did.
did.
He played very well.
Dak.
You know exactly where I'm going.
That's
it's
fair,
that.
man.
I'm giving it to Trevor Lawrence.
Whoa.
He loves football.
Wow.
And
on
I-
wood.
This is character
No,
development for Tommy.
It's
The
not.
man who hates change, except
no.
when it comes to racism.
enemy of my enemy is my friend, Gert. And right now, we have the same enemy. So
You rat bastard. No.
that's what you were gonna say?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm gonna go with Franco Harris because he had his jersey retired.
He's dead.
I know, but he had his jersey retired.
He's Franco Harris. He should have it every game.
I mean, how many? Do you know how many Steelers have their jerseys retired?
Wait, it took this long to get Franco Harris. How the fuck did it take this long?
How many? Do you know how many Steelers have their jerseys retired?
No.
3. Now, just
kidding me?
Now 3. It was 2
What's
before
too, you
Franco
got
Harris.
too many great fucking players. You can't afford to lose that many numbers. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you can honor. Do you have like a Ring of Honor type deal?
Yeah, I mean,
Palomalu and like you can name a whole bunch of players that are
It's
probably
like
still
4
up there.
teams worth of like
Yeah.
players. It's great. The bus, like Jesus.
there
man.
are a bunch of like unofficial retired jerseys, like Jerome Bettis, Troy Polamalu, Hines Ward, Terry Bradshaw. Terry Bradshaw unofficially retired, not officially retired.
Oh my god.
In terms,
Really?
yeah. So in terms
Who
of
the fuck is retired?
officially retired, it's Mean Joe Green, Ernie Stautner, and now
You could have
Franco
left Ernie
Harris.
Stautner off. You really could have left Ernie Stautner off.
Not according to them.
I know that's
So-
so many. Like he deserves to be. If you just need to open that shit up, like he deserves to be there, but not over Troy.
They'd be out of
Polamalu.
numbers, bro.
Huh?
They'd be out of numbers, really.
Yeah, it'd be like 2 layers of rings. But do it. Honor those goddamn guys.
Ricardo, you ain't.
Selfish bastards.
They would need to retire jerseys and unretire jerseys just to like retire them again with a different
It
great
would have
player.
to be like a. I mean, you retire it, but not really, because it is going to have to be a player that uses it just
Yeah.
because.
Yeah.
You can have multiple
All right.
numbers. If you have
DJ
to.
had a sentence.
Yeah,
about
no, I
it,
say
bro.
Ricardo, you ain't wrong.
What'd he
The
say?
Panthers running backs carried that game.
Yeah.
Oh, Devontae Foreman is great.
Did they had 240 yards and a half in one half.
That's the only way they're winning games.
Yeah.
Is a guy that the Texans cut.
Yeah.
The Titans cut him too, to be fair. Which is
But they had a
crazy.
Derrick Henry.
But I mean, a Derrick Henry plus this dude, Derrick Henry might not be looking so sluggish right now if he had help.
Well, he's
true.
hurt right now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not, he might not play on Thursday.
why. Like, fuck, man, help this dude out.
I will happily take a Derrick Henry-less.
The guy who carried this dude carried
Titans
that
versus
fucking
us.
team
Yeah.
when Derrick Henry got hurt.
Yeah.
Why they were winning games, this is the reason why. And they cut him. Like, why don't you combine the both of them and see what you can do? You don't have to pass. You have Ryan Tannehill as a quarterback. I would never pass the ball. Just give it to one of those two fuckers, and they would probably win more games than they have already. They deserve to lose because they're losers, as do the Texans. Good for you, Panthers. You saw talent, and you utilized it.
If I had to go with a living player, I'd go with Dak because he got me a free chicken sandwich.
This week, Dak's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dak is
I'm telling y'all, he said, I heard y'all talking shit. Let's make amends just this week.
So he hates you.
Nigga,
That's what you
no,
said.
he gave me what I wanted too. He just fucked me
Give
over.
everybody
Yeah,
what
it was
they wanted.
Christmas.
Yeah, he said, I got to give everybody some love. So let me get this out the way.
On that note, real quick, if I'm quiet, it's because I'm watching the Texas Tech game on the computer. If you're in Austin, because I know we're kind of local, and UT wins tomorrow, you get a free milkshake from P. Terry's.
Oh.
Really? That out there. Yeah.
What flavor?
I don't know. I
don't even know.
don't think he
Probably,
remembers.
right.
I'm fine with vanilla.
I like
Good with
vanilla.
that. I'll take it. It's free.
Yeah, cookies and cream.
They're
is
gonna
my favorite.
lose, but who they playing?
I think they're playing a big game, too.
I'll chop up some cookies, toss that shit in my vanilla milkshake.
Oh yeah, cookies are good in the shake.
They're playing the Huskies from Washington. Oh, man, it's literally a rivalry game for you, kind of. Like you're playing your girlfriend's team.
Oh yeah, that'll be
Where are
fun.
you guys watching it?
She doesn't give a fuck, and she's not here.
No, she's not here.
Nah, it's
So
not
if we
fun.
win, I'm gonna fly
You'll
out for
fly
a
out
day.
just
Yeah.
knock some shit over and leave.
Merry Christmas!
Fuck y'all tree.
We're going to be right back with Pick'em, guys. We got to take a quick break.